Hey, thank you for joining us for episode 29 of Fool's Banter Radio. I'm your host, Brad. Joining me, as usual, is the full crew. What are you giving me that look for, Steve?
Are you sure it's not 30?
No, it's 29.
Hey, the full crew, that was good.
The full crew the full crew.
Get it?
That's just a happy accident, I think.
Play
My
on
mouth
words.
just stopped working. So yeah, obviously Steve is here, giving me those weird-ass looks. We're doing it out of order. To the left is Keith. Keith, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Woo, that was a
Then we
pretty
got
good, pretty
Mr.
good.
Josh, who's going down on some hot Cheetos
Oh
right
yeah, I'm loving my hot Cheetos. I'm
And then
craving
earlier
them.
round, down.
there. We got down with
Sugar,
some
we're
snacks
going down
today.
hot Cheetos.
Snacks.
Tried
And then we got Kyle.
Hola.
Just Kyle.
Oh, hey.
It's just Kyle. Oh man.
How you doing?
Nice. Oh man. How you guys been?
Pretty good.
Got so much shit
Pretty
to talk
good.
about. I don't know about you guys, but I have so much shit to talk about.
Really?
Yeah.
Sweet. Oh my god. So much has happened.
So much
But-
activity.
Before I get into the video game happenings,
Oh.
something that Kyle and I did like a week. What was it?
Yeah, dude, I'm so
No
excited.
felonies, right?
Me and this guy threw ourselves blindly down a hill full of snow. I mean, we went snowboarding. What's the difference, really,
It was
right?
so fun. It was so awesome.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I took Kyle to Boreal. We went snowboarding down the hill. The thing
I'm still
that
pretty
is
bad.
awesome about going with
It's
Kyle
fun.
is Kyle and I are like almost the same skill level.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
So we get to like jam down the hill.
He can do
together.
a bunch of shit that I can't do. Honestly, if we were to straight race, I remember I was talking shit before we went to, but I think if we were to straight race, like try as hard as we can, get down the hill as fast as we can, you win. As far as I'm concerned, because you just have much
So the
better
one
board
time I was
control.
bombing down the hill super fast was when Kyle got his big bail, his big eat
Oh
shit. man.
yeah, no, I
Right
definitely
down
had.
on his arms.
I had one at the end of the day, and like as soon as it happened, it was just that I'm done with this moment. Like I don't want to play anymore.
I don't want to stand
I think
up.
I think we're kind of over it. And so I laid there for a little bit, and I ate shit again on the way back.
Yeah, so the thing is we tried to go like all over the mountain, and we found this like super fast
We
run.
sure did too.
And
man.
so we were like bombing down this super fast, and I have the rental board, and Kyle has this board he borrowed from his buddy. I mean, it's not a bad board, the one he borrowed from his buddy, but you can tell it's not
I don't
like
think it's long
like,
enough for
yeah,
me.
and that's the thing I was gonna
I don't
say.
think it was long
It's a
enough for
little
me.
too short for him, and I feel like it was also a rocker, so it's more freestyle, not bombing down the hill.
I don't think it was a rocker. It definitely had like a really flat.
So it's flat.
It was very
So
standard,
rocker is kind of like,
but I know it
like
was just
V-shaped a little bit.
way flexier than the last board that I used.
Yeah. So
Way
in general,
flexier.
I think it was a freestyle board. So we were going down this hill, and Kyle did one, and I kept up with him pretty well. And then I went down, and I was hauling ass. And I looked back, and Kyle was a little ways behind me, but I'm like, he can catch up pretty easy. And then I got to the turn at the end of the run, and I turned and I looked back. And no Kyle around the turn.
That's
for
when I ate
days.
shit.
I'm like,
That's when I ate
I'm like,
shit.
oh no, he ate shit up there. I have to go get him or something. For days, yeah, I was just for days going super slow, and then finally I see him come around the corner, and I'm like, the hell? And then I look away again, and I look back, and he's gone again. And then finally I see his head pop up from off the ground.
You're like,
I'm like, he ate shit again, dude. So. But that was fun. But I'm working on trying to super get into snowboarding a lot more. In fact, I just bought myself a snowboard,
Nice.
like a really nice one.
I really wanted to get into snowboarding. It looks.
Have you ever been
I've
snowboarding?
been
So-
like skiing.
Have
and
you
stuff
ever?
like that, but I
Have you?
don't
Did you ever
snowboard.
skateboard?
I think he got. I don't think.
So honestly, that's kind of how I really became friends with these two dudes. Your brother, excuse me, I said these two because it feels like because you look so much like Jimmy. Honestly,
I'll take that as a compliment, I guess.
me and these guys, we started skateboarding together. That was like our first like activity that kind of started bonding us or whatever. And then we started playing video games a lot. But yeah, me and Jimmy used to skate a fuck ton, and Brad used to skate quite a bit too. But he definitely fell out of it a little bit earlier than Jimmy did. And then right after high school, I don't think Jimmy skates anymore.
I just never, to be honest, I never really felt as comfortable as I would have liked on a skateboard.
Really?
I think that's part of it. Not near as comfortable as I feel on a snowboard.
But he
which is weird.
definitely put down with us for a long time. We have a lot of like skating experience
There was,
together.
like, a
We used to what?
There was like a board always hanging up in Jimmy's room.
Element.
It was a World Industries.
Oh
board.
my god, yes! I love that World
It was
Industries board.
World Industries.
This one might have been a little too early, but your brother had like the original 3 birdhouses hanging on
Yeah.
his wall.
Yeah.
He broke.
When I first met him, but then he ran out of boards, so he
Yeah, I
skated on
started
them.
using them. Yeah, we were. Me and Jimmy skated pretty hard, man. We went all the time.
I remember.
Definitely in that church over there down the street,
Yeah.
that little 3-step, and dude,
God.
we fucking hit that really hard too. We were just
It wasn't
crazy
just
little
skateboarding when everybody hit that up. We did stupid
yeah,
shit
sure.
over there.
all kinds of
So-
stupid stuff in that church. Just that little
Which is
cul-de-sac.
irony.
It's kind of like a little cul-de-sac right there on the corner. There's like church on one street, and there's just a fence on another that blocks off from the like a main street that runs down there.
And back then there was that
Kinda.
between that and the little house. There's like
On the prairie?
but there was it was like, it's funny you say that just because it's open all the way around that house. You get every kid
That
used
house
that
caught
to
on
Isn't that the house, Keith,
No way?
where
Yeah.
that girl who was much older than you had you go down on her?
No.
Whoa!
Oh,
I never
but-
did that. I will deny it. To
No,
my
I'm not saying I'm denying.
Keith's like, I'm not denying that. That's my proudest moment.
No, it's not. It's a happy moment. I'm not
It's a
gonna-
happy moment. But
Oh,
no, back
right.
to snowboarding. Josh, have you ever been snowboarding?
Never.
Other than like with
Right,
Keith,
and I guess
on like the down his freaking.
Okay, so
mountain.
no,
We
you
held it on
haven't
a
strapped
tangent.
into a snowboard and gone on a slope.
Not
right?
like
Doesn't Jimmy
No,
own?
no.
Well,
Okay.
I forget how much
Toboggan.
fucking younger he is than us. Jimmy used to own a snowboard, and we used to take it to hills around the place all the time.
It wasn't.
With
It wasn't
no
like
binding,
a legit.
no binding, no boots. It was just the snowboards, probably cheap as shit. I can't remember.
Yeah.
No,
And we would just
I-
ride down
I
street.
believe
World
that.
Industries.
I don't know, Josh. Maybe I'll have to take you snowboarding next year.
One, because
I'm sorry.
Well,
Maybe
we did
I'll
that
have
too.
to take you snowboarding next year with
Absolutely.
Kyle and
I
I.
think you.
Because my plan
Start, bro.
for next year is to have full equipment. I already got my helmet, goggles, and board. I just need boots
I
and
already see him
bindings.
looking me
Nice.
behind.
And then yeah,
It's
I
expensive.
want to get a season pass, but
Deck.
yeah.
You're gonna spend about $1,000 to shoot yourself.
Yeah,
if you're buying your own equipment, a
Decent.
rental
To be-
we can get you
To
for
be
$25.
perfectly honest, that's
That
more than
works.
that, wouldn't it?
It was $25 for my rental.
For the board.
It
and
was
there's
$50 for waxes,
And it's the rest
boards,
of the gear.
goggles,
When's your birthday?
helmet.
July.
And you'll be 18?
Mhm.
So, perfect.
What?
Yeah.
I'd be old enough to...
Good.
You don't have
Well,
to
just
be
make it
18
easier.
to.
Well, I mean, I don't know. There's
I
like
just don't have to
liability
deal
and
with the
shit,
BS
dude.
of not being an adult.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
honestly.
Like, I
It's
don't know.
huge.
I don't
No.
know.
It's so huge.
I don't know, cause you got teenagers on the slopes all the time without their parents, so
I don't know how it works, but
I don't either. But
I remember...
Well, like I want to go skydiving.
Yeah, I know it
and I
becomes
gotta be 18
harder
to
if
do
they're
that,
not like
so.
under your care.
That would be
Yeah, no.
sick. I want to do that.
I'll take you snowboarding. You can figure out your own skydiving.
Pretty
I
much.
want to go skydiving over Lake Tahoe.
What stance
that
are
would look
you?
fucking awesome.
What stance are you? Do you even know?
Which foot do you have?
What foot forward? Yeah.
When
When you
say you
stand
jump
on
on
a
a
skateboard,
skateboard,
You're
I would
gonna
assume
ride
it
it.
would be my left foot.
your left foot and
Assume?
your regular.
Well, check it out. You can try it right now. Come on, let's see it.
If you jumped
Go
on a skateboard
I
right
wanna
now, what foot would you put
I
in
wanna-
your
My
front?
left foot.
Then you're regular.
Oh, what a bitch.
What's wrong
You,
with
and you
regular?
push with your right foot.
Cause I'm not.
Oh,
Yeah.
regular?
Yeah,
'Cause
regular.
Are you sure?
Yeah, most
Yeah,
likely
absolutely sure.
because like
You don't push something
I
stupid
probably
like
wouldn't want to
mono
stand
when you got your back
directly
foot
while my
on the
left
board.
leg since I injured my right leg, so I probably wouldn't.
Well then,
Just stand on the board right now.
I don't know.
I don't
Anyway.
skateboard. Last time I standed on a skateboard, which was like a week ago, that bitch went flying and I fell on my ass. So like whatever.
Nice.
That is
So he just does not stand on.
That is
skateboard.
unfortunate.
My
Fortunately,
little
too many
sister
people
skateboards.
Yeah. But
Yeah, that
yeah,
was her skateboard.
Kyle and I had a blast. I think we both only had one big wreck. Kyle on his
Each.
arms, me on my
He
ass.
fell
I
on his
wrecked my
ass.
tailbone.
Yeah, he tailbone.
Kyle
Oh,
missed it, but we were getting pretty jibby. We were like we were taking
We found
little
this
jumps
cool
and
little
stuff.
jump. Yeah, I found a couple little hips that I could kind of just
Yeah.
fly off of. Not really jump,
Jibby.
right? But you could like kind of pop off it a little bit.
Well, jibbing is like rails and boxes and stuff like that. So.
See, like I don't know.
But
any
we
of
weren't
that
hitting
lingo.
any of that. We were, I don't know.
I don't
Basically,
even know. I didn't really have
You're
any-
on a board and you're sliding down a mountain, right?
Okay.
Either on your heel or your toe.
Yeah, either on your you're either
gotta
sliding
learn to do
forwards or
both.
you're sliding backwards.
Steve knows. Steve's gone
Okay.
several times.
And,
before.
So,
and if you're
pretty
not,
so like, how do I skateboard? Can you explain it to me so that when I go home I will not fall on my ass and I can actually do
You
something?
stay centered over the board and you push.
it's
Yeah.
These things are a little.
Yeah.
Snowboarding is kind of a little easier to explain, right? Because like there's some defined edges that you have to watch out for. But when it comes to skating, it's all about balance and feel, right? And it depends on how tight your trucks are, right? If your trucks are really tight, then you have to tap around a lot to turn yourself. That's kind of annoying, right? Or if you're like me, I put my trucks really loose, so I just lean into everything. Just where my body leans into, that's the direction.
That comes with experience. The super loose trucks.
I have full
I
range
probably
and
could not
control
do that. Like I
over
said,
it.
I don't feel as
I
comfortable.
can't.
with
I can't
skateboard.
bomb on. I can't bomb on. Which what I mean by that is go really fast down a hill. I can't bomb a hill with loose trucks. I have to tighten them. Otherwise, you speed wobble out and it's not fun.
I can go forward a little bit and I can keep myself from falling on my ass, but I
Can
cannot
you?
like
Yeah,
really
you
skate.
never got into
I am
it.
gonna test.
If you want to
this.
try
go.
skating, you should. You're wearing the right shoes.
I know,
where I
like,
want to go.
So you want that skateboard right there? You can have it.
Like when
I
was-
lied. You can't have it.
When I
Kyle's like thought about it
No,
after he said it.
no, I like that skateboard a lot.
people say it to me a lot. They're like, look at my shoes and they're like, "Hey, do you skateboard?" And I'm like, "No, I don't skateboard." And they're like, "Oh, but
You're like I'm top heavy.
you're like, but you have the globes." I'm like, "Yeah,
That is-
I like globes."
I wear DCs, but I don't skateboard.
Yeah, but everybody wears DC, so if you wear a globe, then you're more likely to be. That makes sense to me. I guess
Okay.
everybody.
It almost makes sense until you
Everybody
realize
wears the cool shoe, but
You're
the globe,
mainstream.
globe is a good.
I'm
Mainstream.
Globe is a really good skate shoe, right? Their shit
Yo.
is tough. Look at that
Yo.
fucking tongue.
Kyle's just like groping Josh's foot. No,
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
admiring my
What's up,
things.
Steve?
Are we supposed to start with games?
No, that's what I'm
we
saying.
gonna
I'm
start?
knocking the snowboarding out before I get to the game because the next
Games?
thing I want to talk about
What are you
is
talking
games.
about? This fool's banter, not fool's video games.
Fool's banter games.
Fool's
Start with
banter
the
games.
Yeah,
What?
but
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
consistency.
Anyways, okay.
I'm just jealous.
Anyway, Kyle and I went snowboarding. We jammed out. We had a good time. We snowboarded for like 6 hours, I think it was.
6 hours.
Did
or
about
something.
20 runs. By the end of it, we're like, maybe we'll do like 3 more runs. And then we like
We
got
get
to
to
the
the
bottom of
bottom.
the hill and we're like, no, we're fucking done.
Yeah.
We couldn't even stand on the boards anymore. I couldn't stay up for the life of me. But next day,
It's
your
pretty
legs
tough.
are just dead.
It's pretty tough if
you
you
are
don't.
dying so hard.
If you're not as active, you know, and we're not, you know, we work, right? So we have jobs that keep us moderately active.
But you're game.
And
Well,
it's
we're
been like
definitely
8
don't
years.
But
Yeah.
work
No
active is
workout.
so unhealthy for you. It is a
unhealthy? No, it's not.
Well, at least for me,
Before
it's...
you
It
do,
depends. It depends.
What?
you had to do something
I'm
other
dying
than
right now.
work.
It depends.
Nah.
My
No.
my job
I
requires me to
disagree.
do all
I
kinds
disagree,
of
Keith.
heavy lifting and
Back-
and things that you could consider kind of exercise because I do a lot of it
Oh,
for 8
yeah.
hours a day.
Maybe
Honestly,
if you had 2
especially
jobs, but-
picking
I-
pallets. Dude, when I worked at Walmart,
Yeah, lifting up 60-pound pallets and shit. It's like,
hell
hey.
yeah, dude.
So
That's why there's
But-
such thing as proper lifting, so you don't.
Yeah,
injure
That's not
yourself.
the point. You still lift
Yeah,
a
you
bunch,
still
even
use
with
muscles,
a 2-man
even with
lift.
proper lifting, yeah.
Even
you're
with a
in a
2-man lift from a
shitty
pallet.
situation, Keith.
But
I mean, that's a
feel like-
squat, right? Technically, you're supposed to squat to do
Your
it.
mom's
So
a
that's a
squat.
fucking workout, baby.
Tyler's
Woo!
squatting. Like,
How are you up and squatting, Steve?
up and down and up and down
Up and down, up and down.
Yeah, I don't know. Like what, 200 years ago, people weren't lifting weights at the gym, running on treadmills.
Yeah,
They were in
That's
the
how I-
field swinging the
Exactly, they
scythe.
were
That's
just doing
how I-
work.
and they were buff as shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no,
Yeah.
but they did other things. Like they actually ran. They actually.
No, they didn't.
Who's
People
they?
didn't recreationally lift
Hold
weights
up.
200
They didn't
years
Who's
ago.
they exactly?
Yeah.
People did not.
Humankind.
The gym is a
Yeah,
big thing.
right.
Just
They
people
also
wanna
didn't have
get
a fucking
extra,
car.
extra. Yeah, I mean that's true too.
But the running and walking, like it's.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Josh is looking at his
Anyway.
phone and I was chastising him for it.
I was on my phone for the whole first
Well,
15
I was
minutes of
thinking about
podcast.
it was.
He's like, I don't have any say in this. Steve was supposed to go, but apparently he doesn't. He's not really that into it. So
It's all good.
that makes that made a lot
for
of
the
sense.
exact
to me.
Like
like you
I-
guys were just talking about, where you got super tired. I knew that was
Like-
going to happen. I had to work the next day. I was like, I'm just not.
Like
I
I
took 2
told
days
you,
off because
like I was
Yeah,
telling you,
exactly.
Kyle, with Steve, it just makes
Yeah,
sense
no, it
because Steve
does.
said it's a lot of work, and that makes sense for someone. I mean,
Who's
if you're super
kind of
into
into
it,
it, right?
then the work
Right.
is worth it.
It's
but if
fun
you're
to do
just
it,
kind of
but-
into it,
yeah, exactly. It's super
Then-
fun, but for me, if it wasn't such like a hassle walking around in the giant snow boots. I would be fine because then I'd do a couple runs and go chill if there's a lodge. I don't know. I don't even know.
Oh no,
Boreal
it's
has a
not that
lodge.
bad.
There's kind of a lodge or
But yeah, then I would
Have
just
you
go
been
chill
to
there.
Boreal, Steve?
I don't.
Yeah, we
You
I've
can
been to
do
Boreal.
that.
our first
You can
time.
absolutely
First time I was
do
at
that.
Boreal, yeah.
You can
But
do that.
the last place I went to was like Sugar Bowl, and that place had like a super nice lodge. Like that's an expensive place, and I was just like, cool. I was
Yeah.
like. And I was with a bunch of
Damn,
old people,
I'm gonna
so we
have
were
to
just
go there.
kind of chilling afterwards. We did a couple runs, and they're like, "I'm tired. I'm gonna go get a beer," and they're all chilling, and we're just like sitting
I
at
might,
the
I
lodge
might
and
have
stuff
to
like
go
that.
there next time. But
That sounds
I will say it had been 8 years since I had gone snowboarding, and it's just like riding a bike. I did not lose it. I could
Really?
still,
I know.
I could still carve
It's super
turns
fun.
This guy-
perfectly back and
I'm
forth.
so jealous. So, I mean, I've been boarding for a long time, so I got decent balance. But when it comes to transitioning from heels to toes during snowboarding, because you kind of throw your back foot out, right? If you're going to go one way, you're going to toe in, basically. You're going to go on your toes. You have to slide your back foot back
Yeah,
I'm more
like
comfortable
this,
on my toes.
and then you lean forward into it, and you're literally sliding backwards in a way. Right? And then you have to even it back out before you can turn the other way,
Or you
because then
catch
you
an
can
edge
catch an
and shit,
edge
yeah.
and you fucking straight eat shit. You will just fall flat on your face or flat on your back,
Yeah.
one of the two.
That's usually what happened to me before my back. And then you're like,
So, and
I found that the type of board you ride also
Yeah.
makes a
and
huge
the, and the
difference on
speed
that.
that you're capable of going to, the faster you're going, the easier it is to kind of
Yeah.
manipulate that. But if you're not like very comfortable with going fast, you can fucking catch an edge for no reason.
Going
it
a
seems
mile
like.
an hour.
Yeah,
You know,
just
silly
fucking
shit.
straight eat it. It's not fun.
it's fun.
It's
It's
fun.
just
We're still
not
talking
fun
about
when you eat
snowboarding.
shit.
Okay,
That's
okay.
fine, that's fine.
So, I got what I wanted out on snowboarding. Super fun. Bought
Love
myself a nice board. I'm gonna show you guys before
So
we
much
leave.
fun.
It's so sick.
Is it in your car?
No, I
Oh,
haven't
you
gotten
can-
it yet. I was
you
lucky
pictures
enough.
show me.
I learned that it is so hard to buy boards because they go very quickly.
Really?
Snowboards, yes.
Wow.
If you're looking for a good snowboard, especially if it got like rated or reviewed by someone, then that board is gone. They make very limited supplies, these board companies. And so, yeah, I'm trying to find these perfect boards. No one has it in my size because I need wide because I have a size 11 shoe.
Yeah,
Um, So I was lucky enough to get this. The only way I could get it was directly from the manufacturer for $500. It was
Ooh, she let you go over the limit.
it was the last one in my size, a 158 wide.
Damn.
As soon as I bought it, it was no longer available.
Damn.
You bought
Yeah, and
it.
they had
Oh,
7
right.
of those boards total left. So, and one of them was my size. I got it.
So an awesome market.
Yeah.
There's probably that makes sense that this would be the time that people would want to start gearing up.
Yeah.
Right
for
after
maybe next
income
year.
tax, it's not close enough that the prices are going to be hiking really hard.
Yeah.
It ain't like it's a video.
But anyway, so let's talk some video games.
What about video?
So-
what are video
Oh,
games?
shit.
We're gonna go not to the game you're thinking, Steve.
I know. Should we go with
But-
everybody else and then us?
No.
Is there any time?
I have another game I want to talk about,
Okay.
and that is because April Fool's just recently happened. And so, yes, Doc, yes. So, Path of Exile,
he had to
Grinding
text
Gear Games,
He
every year
texted
does
me.
an April Fool's joke for the community. One time, there's a skill called Cast on Crit, which is when you get a critical strike, you cast a spell that's linked to it. They released a skill
They
on
changed
April
the
Fool's. They
effect.
changed the skill to say Cats on Crit.
Yeah.
And when you got a critical strike, cats popped up everywhere for one April Fool's.
It's just silly.
And then one time they did they announced that they were like changing the trade system to be like a stock market.
So this
Right
guy
on.
texts me and he's like, "Oh my god, did you see this update?
So
Is that for real?"
April
And I
Fools.
said yes, and he's like, "No."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yes." He's like, "Are you serious?"
I didn't believe him. I did not believe him because
Are
so
you fucking
they
with me
released
right
this
now?
video and they said, like I almost quote because I don't know the exact words, where we are listening to the community feedback and are abandoning the action RPG genre, and Path of Exile is now a 100-man battle royale action. Yeah.
Now here's the catch. They actually put it in.
They actually put this game mode in
And
Path
it's
of Exile.
fucking insane.
They're like, no, seriously, you can go play this in the video. It took them 1 day of development to make this, and I never thought of this.
That's
but
the biggest.
action
that's why I
RPGs,
said it.
action RPGs are the perfect platform for a battle royale.
Absolutely.
true.
Because
Click
you
a
are
button,
dropped
you're
on
in
this
a
island, you're dropped on this island, and you're opening loot crates, skills and items are dropping, and you're like equipping these skills, items,
I wanna
trying
play
to
this
figure
now.
out
So-
like how to kill these other people.
Here's what I don't like
It's
about
like
it.
Hungry.
There's
That
too
sounds pretty
much.
It's like
sploosh.
fuck
Yes,
Fortnite
yes.
and fuck.
Now, don't get me
some other
wrong.
games.
So here's the thing: is
Sorry.
they were just doing this as a joke. Everyone lost their freaking minds and were
it's like
spamming them,
crazy.
saying, "You need to put this in the
Yeah,
game.
I
This
agree.
needs to be the game's PvP."
I agree.
Yeah.
And it needs to be because it is the perfect
It's the
PvP
hype
for an
right
action
now.
RPG. Well, it's the perfect PvP for an action RPG. Action RPGs never had the best PvP. You know, Diablo was whatever, you ran out of town and
Yeah,
killed
they
each
have
other a
the
little
duels,
bit.
yeah.
But imagine Diablo 2 if it was 100-man last survivor on an island.
Holy crap.
That's exactly what this
You like
is.
Blizzard Sorceress, don't work. Oh,
That's
fuck, there's
exactly
somebody
what
over
this
there.
is,
You know
man.
what'd be cool is if it was the map was fucking huge
And
and there were leagues, right? And you started off somewhere random and you kind of worked
that's
your
what I'm
way.
saying. I feel
So-
like there should be more people. Like I was saying,
I'll
is
play.
there's too much
That
loot.
sounds amazing.
It's
the loot
it just
sploosh is
needs
insane.
a lot of balance.
There is just so many things that drop that
They
you're
need
like,
to commit
what
to
do
it.
I even? And then there, as far as I can tell, there are a couple of skills that are just retarded OP.
pretty much
Sorry.
frost blades
said the
and frost
Damn it.
blades and split arrow
They're
reign supreme.
ridiculously OP.
I do have to say
Because
In-
split arrow is
in the
super
meta.
easy to shoot
using
people
Oh,
In the
from
right.
middle
away.
of 100
Sorry.
man. Is it still going on right
It
now?
is not. It was only that one day, but they need to bring it back. Hopefully they will,
They
and
said-
with
I
more
think
balance.
They,
I
they
think.
addressed it. They said we might.
Yeah, I think what would really be cool if they threw some labyrinth traps in there too.
Yeah,
That would be sick.
absolutely.
But what I
like
think
mini
they-
bosses.
What I think they really need to do is just pretty much make their own a different loot table for it.
Yeah, yes.
Basically, different skills.
There needs to
drop,
be much
different
less
items.
of it. It needs to be a little scarce, I think.
I think some monsters should drop treasure keys to open awesome chests.
I don't want there to be a lot of monsters, and I didn't play it a lot. But
Okay.
how many like how?
I think the monsters are
prevalent-
perfect.
How
I
prevalent
think
is it?
Yeah.
because people were having epic moments where they were fighting and a buff ass monkey would come up and just one shot them in the back of the head. That shit is fun.
That's not fun. That
The
sounds
monsters
awful.
are
I
awesome.
would be so mad.
There's a video of this giant monkey getting a triple kill. It was amazing. But
oh, dude.
I played like 3 matches. The first ones I got dropped, but I'm not one to follow the meta. I believe in action RPGs that there isn't one true meta. I think
Yeah.
there
Metas are.
I think just
outdated.
the
Changed
next
all
one
the time.
hasn't been discovered is all
Right.
it is. So
a
everyone's
certain
using
combination.
split arrow and frost blades, and I'm like, I'm gonna jump on a marauder, and I grab dual clubs, and I'm like, look at this heavy strike. So I roll up, and this is like right from the beginning. I'm hunting. I'm not running from people. I'm hunting. I got 2 weapons. I got heavy strike. I'm walking up. I hit one person, stun him, and it's half his life. And the next shot, boom, kill him. I walked over and I hunted 5 people down and just killed them all with heavy strike
so
clubs.
I think here's where you have to know how to build.
And then I got killed by a
characters.
caster.
Yeah, I feel like you're always
With
gonna get
Spark.
killed by. You're always gonna get killed by long range.
The problem is the caster's going to be a hard counter for you right from the get because your gear's just not going to have resistances on it. And but I mean, as a marauder, you start off with a little bit higher life if you're pumping some invasion or armor gear on there. Then you can evade or
You got a lot of insight into how that would work.
This guy
yeah,
plays
that's
the
what I'm
game a
saying.
lot.
Is that's what I'm.
Yeah, who plays
High
the game the
level,
most?
high level people could actually make some craziness.
I'm
So,
super
do you think it
excited
should still be 100 people, or
to
should
try
it be
to learn
fewer?
that meta. I think it should be maybe a little bit more than 100.
No,
More than 100 and bigger area.
because they're way too close together. I was gonna say that too.
Yeah, more than 100
Way
and
too
bigger
close.
area. I want to see some. So typically with first-person shooters, matches are what, 30 minutes, maybe?
Are you talking about like
I don't know.
PUBG?
yeah. I'm talking battle royales.
Let's think battle royales. How,
20 is the average.
what about Fortnite?
So
Fortnite also, yeah, about 20, maybe a little less, probably
Well,
like
because
15.
it shrinks, so it's like.
But-
so the reason I
The
said
max
is
is always like 30.
okay. So with an action RPG, there's a little bit more going on as far as character development in matches and stuff like that. I feel like I'd like to see maybe hour-long battle royale matches in an action RPG.
I don't know. That's too long. No.
You think so?
I think it should be.
Because most people,
I-
it's, you gotta think about what most people.
Just
are
think
capable
about
of
like
doing.
the
Okay.
hour-long races. Remember, they go quick.
This is one of the things I don't like.
You
is that you get
participate.
stuck.
So
Yeah.
that's a PoE thing, right?
Yeah.
This game mode will attract all kinds of people.
Yes, it will.
Go ahead.
This is the one thing that bugs
Keep
me. Every time they always stick with one mode. There should be 3 modes.
What
There
do
should
you
be a
What do you mean
quick
by 3?
mode. There should be a medium mode, and there should be a long one. Because some people like longer matches. Because
Agree and disagree. And so I agree with that because that's awesome because you have options. That's great.
But
I disagree with that because it splits the player base. Some
Yeah.
people only play this one, some people only play that one, right? And then the games are smaller for that.
But
Yeah.
still,
And
at
the
least
people are
if you do
spread out.
that, you start to see which one's the most popular one. You can go with that versus
Fair
straight
enough.
on. Straight,
Fair enough,
straight.
but basically the people that don't like the one that's the most popular, a lot of those people just not play it at all.
And then, and I'm not even saying get completely rid of the other ones even after you've noticed which one hits niche. Sometimes it's good to bring back old.
With Path of Exile, I don't think it needs it. They just need to replace the PvP
They just need
with
to put it back in
They
the
don't
first
need
place.
a ton of different PvP
Yeah.
modes
Well, not
because I mean you already have the campaign mode. You know the base game. If this has a PvP mode to like upgrade your PvP master, Leo, experience for him, kills in that. It just works.
One thing, like talking about different modes, is it splits the player base, but there's some of them that, like in Fortnite, there's like 50 versus 50,
Yeah.
which is insane.
That would
Tell
be
me about
fun.
that.
in
Is
Path
it
of Exile.
so much more fun than
So-
the regular thing. Like imagine, okay,
something like that I think would be cool.
yeah, it's
If you had like the 100 free for all on Path of Exile and a 50 versus 50, I think that would be cool.
But they Fortnite rotates out like their like weekly or monthly like special game modes, and they do like 20 teams of 20. So it's like what is that? 5 teams of 20.
Yeah.
And you're in your squad, and you see
That
all your
sounds kinda
squad
cool.
with green, or with like their normal colors, like the colors, because every 1, 2, 3, 4 all have different colors in squads in PUBG and Fortnite. But then all the other people who are on your team of 20, all the other 15 people, are all solid green. So you can see them, you can see their markers, and you can see them and you can revive them and stuff like that, but the only people are like, you can see your squad's health. You can't see the rest of your team's health. And 50 versus 50 is the same way. You have your squad and then your freaking 30 or 45 other people.
What is that
and
like?
it is just the most fun chaos, because in Fortnite you got the building. Now imagine you're rolling up, you got 20, 30 other people with you on your team, right? You roll up over this hill because you're going towards the center of the circle, and a team of 50 has created the most immense castle you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And they're all camping in it.
If
And
you're
then-
organized.
Or even
And then
3 people
50 are like half of your team, half of the 50 have all found rocket launchers. So just a barrage of rockets go flying at the base
That
of this,
sounds so
this
cool.
castle and destroy the castle, and then it's just chaos and people are just smashing against each
They're
other.
like,
Just explosions
That
and grenades
sounds
and
fucking
I
cool.
never played the 50 versus 50,
Alright.
but I saw videos and all my friends played it. They said it was the
I
funnest
might have
thing
to
they've
go
ever played
read
on
down
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
But
and
I
try
did-
that.
I did
That sounds kind of fun.
I did play the teams of 20, and that alone was not, according to them, not as fun, but it was still fun because it was chaos. Because they changed the way the circle works. Instead of the circle being random within the circle, and then random again within that circle to get smaller and smaller, it just centers to the center of the map. So at the teams of 20,
straight up from outside in.
yeah, it's
period.
king of the hill. The first team to the center of the hill has a huge advantage.
True.
Yeah, there was one
Just
game where
drop there right away.
There was
start
one game where
pickaxing
somehow
That's
we
pretty
ended up
much
with
what's gonna happen.
with 18 of our 20 people building in the center of the where the circle was going to be, and people were just coming at us from all directions, but we were able to hold them off because we
I don't know how I
were we were
feel
so
about
built
that.
up.
I think it's cool because it's silly. It's not serious. It's not supposed to be competitive. Is it competitive? Is there?
I don't know.
competitive
People
scene?
say it is, but yeah, I feel like Fortnite's way too like
It's just
goofy and
casual
silly
and
to be.
goofy.
It's
and
like,
fun.
here, I'm going to give you a
I
dance
think it is more
bomb.
casual. I think that's fun.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
hold on.
All right.
Back to the
I'm still
Path of
like-
Exile one.
Oh my-
I just remembered. Hold on. When you win, winner, row a dinner. Whatever. It's
Our row is like the
only
chickens and
people
the-
that
rows
play
are
Path
like
of
the
Exile.
bird rhino things.
It's not
But you
that
actually
funny,
get
but
a row of dinner hideout decoration for each win you
That's
get.
pretty.
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
And it's
I think
yeah, it's like a
I don't
row
know
of
where the
spinning on
winner
a.
chicken dinner thing
spin.
came from. Personally, I find it stupid. That's the winner chicken dinner. I'm like, I'm taking this game super serious, and then I win, and it's like winner chicken dinner.
Winner, row dinner.
It should just be like victory or something. Like even Fortnite says victory
Success.
royale, which is better, and it's the goofier game.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited about the
that's the game you're gonna expect to
tactics
win.
possibilities.
Yeah,
I was thinking of a tactic. There is Vol Detonate Dead. So you spend the whole match just drawing in monsters in a pile, and you just kill them all, and you hide in the corner and tease someone to make them come to you, and then Vol Detonate
throw down some
Dead.
loot on it.
Boom.
Throw down some loot on it.
Yeah, that'd be yeah.
It's funny 'cause
I was thinking make a pile of uniques on the other side.
A big part of a
Hide.
PUBG is the inventory management. Whoever can hit that ground, get in their inventory, get the gun equipped, reloaded, it usually has the advantage early game. And like
Depending on where
it
you are.
seems so weird to me in Path of Exile. I'd be really interested to see the people who get crazy good at inventory management, where they're like dropping all the weapons.
all you have to do to
skills
see
and
that is
slot
watch
stuff
some
and,
races.
Yeah,
I'm
there
sure
is already-
those people already exist. They probably wreck. in
Yeah,
PvP.
there's already kind of a culture, a pretty big culture in Path of Exiles community that is already like that, like speedrunners and shit.
Yeah.
All kinds of dudes like that.
Those are
Yeah,
the-
they
pretty
support
good.
like speedrunning of the game races, like race to kill Act 5 Kitava.
Since we're kind of
Yeah, races. They're fun, man.
Since we're kind of on the topic,
I've competed in them
PUBG
several times.
released a new map, which the original PUBG map.
Oh, is it out?
both
The
of you guys
desert
know.
one?
It's just in the beta thing in the test servers.
Okay.
It's a jungle map, and it's
Huh?
the size of just the military island
How many
from the
people?
original
Holy
island, with 100
crap.
people. And the loot spawn
Sounds like the Path of
quadruple,
Exile match.
right? So you drop down and you see 6
Sounds exactly
stars on
like the
ground.
Path of Exile match. A ton
Right?
of loot, freaking all these
Yeah,
people
a
on
ton
the
of
island.
money. Bunch of people.
within arm's reach.
Yeah.
I've seen some of like the top people like Shroud. I was watching Shroud play his
Oh my
first
god,
couple
that guy's
games.
such a
He
monster.
drops in like this busy place, picks up one gun, and it's like half the game is in front of him, and he just
He's
wrecks
so good.
everybody.
He's so good. He can
Dude,
headshot
I like-
everybody, and they're right next to him. What the fuck?
There was this time
I like Dr. Disrespect. He gets
I
me.
hate
I
that guy.
hate
Cracks
his
his
character. I hate that guy.
I hate his character.
He cracks
Fucking
me
hate
up,
it.
dude.
Fucking hate it. Not
Yeah.
funny. He's just kind of a dickhead, and
Yeah, exactly. I like Shroud because Shroud's like he knows he's the best, and he's
I don't like
super
Shroud
cool about
either.
it.
Yeah.
You don't like Shroud? I like Shroud.
I
I'm
think
actually
he's
coming to-
a little
Coming
like.
to like watching it. He is pretty arrogant, but that's because he knows he's
Thank
the
you.
best.
That's the perfect word. Arrogant. He's fucking wicked arrogant. But I don't really listen to him. And you know what? For me, when it comes to Twitch streamers, it's about the notifications. If you're popular, fucking shit's coming all the time, and
Yeah.
I'm fucking so
Turn that shit
repetitive.
off.
I cannot handle it, dude.
Turn that
Either
shit
get
off,
like
yeah.
a good sound that's not that bad, turn it down a lot, or like no sound at all, please, because fuck you. And for me, every time I watch him, it's like, oh, that's why I don't watch this guy. So even though I think he's
Yeah.
fucking wicked cool.
Yeah, but that's all the popular streamers. Like, have you seen Ninja, dude? The
No.
guy that gets hundreds of thousands of viewers.
Yes, that
I-
guy's as bad too.
I
He
fucking
still
hate
use the
that
same
guy.
samurai shit.
Oh.
It's just too repetitive.
Yeah, it's like
I cannot
As
handle.
long as fucking. Sorry, I'm using a lot of curse words today.
Yeah,
That's
you
right. We
are.
can say fucking, Keith. Fuck them words, man. Fuck them up.
Fucking what?
But as long as Epic's little Fortnite does not get up and too far,
what do you mean
Who
too
cares?
far?
I don't
That
care.
shit surpassed everything now.
Yeah,
it's
it's
so
pretty-
popular.
it's
'cause
pretty
free.
popular.
I did.
And it's even going on mobile, so
It's
like,
on iPhone.
Fuck your
There's
cat.
You know
my
PUBG's
school-
on
PUBG's on mobile
mobile.
too.
I can't take those games
You
serious.
know who I saw on Facebook get a
I'll play
chicken
PUBG,
dinner on
I'll play
mobile?
anything,
That's awesome. Who?
right?
Chad.
Wait, the
Fortnite.
Chad got one on mobile.
Chad got a chicken dinner
It's
on
probably
mobile
really
PUBG.
easy to find
The
just
Chad.
absolutely shit lords.
Or he just got an aimbot.
Yeah, apparently it's like if you're used to
99%
Fortnite
shit
and you just plug in a controller like normal people do
Oh,
to
right.
your phone.
That's
You
right.
just wreck shop.
Yeah, if you're not using your controller, you're fudge.
I can do that. But
Can you
Who
look
would
up-
want to play that?
Can you just go straight mouse and keyboard? That'd be
people
funny.
at school. That's who would want to play that. Like
Well, yeah.
seriously.
People that want to get out of the house.
We're just trying to get games on smaller things, you know.
yeah,
I
I'm
think the Switch
hoping
is
they
better.
bring that battle royale back because Josh, you said
I'll play that.
Yeah, you said you first thing you asked me about Path of Exile was how's the PvP.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is that all you care about is PvP?
Well,
Have
Josh is
I think
into
we're
the
I'm a
competitive.
Have you ever
competitive.
considered Evil
We're
Online?
both competitive. Like
I
I
play
notice if I
Overwatch
get.
like all the time.
I said, have you ever considered Evil Online?
No, I have not considered playing it.
Have you ever looked into Evil Online?
I don't
I
even
don't
know
think
what
he
it
has
was
enough
like.
time in his life to
Really?
play.
Such a good game. It's
Yeah.
such a good game.
I just play a
But
lot of
I guess
Overwatch.
my point was, there's quite a bit of competitive nature in that game, but it's not quite the same. It's definitely not the same as
Which game?
Eve.
Oh.
There's a fucking huge competitive nature.
All I know
and the
is-
PvP is insane. It's amazing. It's crazy.
Amazing.
It's amazing. If you're into that kind of thing, rather.
Is it like
RTS-ish.
Real-time strategy.
RTS,
Anyway,
RTS-ish,
let's,
but you control one thing.
Move on from the battle
What about-
royales. Does anyone else want to talk about a game before Steve and I jump in?
I want-
because we can go for hours.
I want a fucking Paragon battle royale. Come on, make this. A
Isn't Paragon already a PvP game?
Paragon is dying
What about
this month.
What about like League of Legends Battle Royale? Would that
Really?
be like
Yes, as if I ever said
Well,
that.
see,
Those
Okay,
games
this
are
is
already
one thing made
PvP.
of-
You can't just turn them into a
no,
battle royale.
No. But I just think the idea of putting 100 people against each other is so fun.
It's another first-person point of view game, so it would work.
Yeah.
And not to mention, I hope somebody buys
Come on,
Paragon out.
Oh,
of
is
their-
it dying? It's dying, right?
Seriously,
Yeah,
it's
it's
closing on the
insane.
26th of
Because
April.
you know it's not even that old. I didn't realize this until just recently. But
Although-
it's about as old as like some of their other games.
Yeah,
And they're
I don't know
killing
who
it way faster than.
They is and what their games are.
Necessary.
Isn't Paragon?
They refunded everybody
who does
all
do
through
Paragon?
Epic.
That's the same person-
Same
yeah,
people
the
as
same person
fucking
as
Fortnite.
Yeah.
You
Oh, Epic?
goddamn
Oh.
asshole.
You know what's funny?
Oh.
If Battle
Really?
Royale would have
It's
gotten
in the
popular,
launcher on your freaking computer for Fortnite. It's,
yeah. If
Paragon's on there.
if Battle Royale wasn't so popular when it was, Fortnite would be the same exact way as Paragon is right now. They'd be killing the servers.
Yeah, they just want their ratings. They want ranking.
Yeah,
that's
it's
interesting.
disgusting.
a
That's
cash
crazy
grab.
to me. I think
They're
I really
disgusting company right now.
I really
That's
believe
how I
that
feel about
they
them.
saw the success
agree. I
of
play
the
their
Battle
games.
Royale in
Then make a fucking
PUBG.
Paragon battle royale.
And
That's
they
the
were like,
problem
we could
is
do that.
video
But
game companies
specifically-
just don't understand how to.
Oh my gosh,
You know.
if you could make 5-person team battle royales in Paragon, like against like fucking 10, 20 of you 5-person teams in Paragon,
So,
that would be
what
I
is
can
it about
imagine
Paragon
if
that you
Blizzard
want?
took the game name over, it would become so good because Blizzard doesn't
Blizzard
do that
You're
in
talking
that
about,
way.
You're talking about Paragon, right?
Yeah.
Well, so Paragon is
It's a MOBA.
yeah, and they have Heart of the Storm, so I don't know why they would do that. They already have a MOBA.
It's a different style though. It's not the same
No,
So why
style.
are we talking about that? That would never happen.
It's a card style.
I just
versus
gotta
other
say, I
ones.
mean, I'm sure you guys like it, and I'm
I'm
sure it's
sure-
a fun game, but there's clearly some things that are wrong with it if it's closing down and it doesn't have the player base to keep it going.
I feel like a lot of my love for Paragon is based off of nostalgia and how many
Makes
countless
sense.
hours I've placed into it. But I'm just so upset to see it go.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's-
so upset.
It's a worthwhile game. It's just I don't know. I don't feel like Epic went the right.
Yeah,
With
no,
right
I
spirit.
completely blame the developers. I'm just saying they've clearly taken some wrong steps in
Well,
the development of the
I
game.
mean, they weren't consistent. Like, they would make promises that were, like, not to update the game faster than they were going to be able to actually do it.
And they
So
would make
then they would, like,
features.
overwork themselves and just put out crappy, unbalanced gameplay that they haven't been able to test because they were trying to put out an update every 3 weeks. That was, like, huge.
Probably because everybody was working on fucking
Battle Royales.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
And that's
Bro,
literally
you
what
go where the
happened.
money is.
They
And you
cut
know,
the workers.
Fortnite's branded well at this point, and you know it's never going back. So, I think.
I mean, I play
think
Fortnite.
they're
Well,
just
I mean,
cutting
if
their
they're not going
losses.
to worry about the
I
game,
think they're
why
just
would
cutting
they
their
hold on to the
They
game
literally-
name? I mean, I would think that they'd be willing to sell it just so they make more money off of it.
Nah.
It's another
No,
money grab.
Paragon-
people don't buy
Yeah, no
in
one would buy
progress
that game.
ISPs like that.
Yeah.
Like
It has to be something that was already.
Yeah,
IPs, not
if they want to
ISPs.
like revitalize the IP, then yeah. Like
Ah.
for instance, Fallout was bought by Bethesda
see,
because
yeah.
they wanted to revitalize it
Exactly.
as one of their.
But
style
that was
games.
in between
Oh,
games.
That's a good point, but how well received was Fallout
that's what
before?
Fallout.
Do you
Well, I
remember
mean, it
Fallout?
was popular
I never
as
played
a
it.
little like PC game, but only in a niche group. And they wanted to
Okay.
revitalize it, and as Bethesda brought it back, it became super popular.
Well,
They
because-
blew it
I
up
mean,
because they
one
know how to
big-
do that with games.
Another big thing about Paragon though is like each character would have their character. I mean similar, but they would have their character description. It would give such a big lore like between the characters, and that was amazing as well. Like they could make something further on from Paragon than what it is.
Yeah, they could, but I mean, what Steve is saying is no one really buys
I
already
agree.
developed
Are you a
games.
lore?
that-
Exactly.
and
I
just
am.
for the
It's
sake
already
of keeping
developed
them
in
around.
That's the
Your
thing. It's
lore,
already developed.
when
already
it
developed,
comes
but it's not
down
fully
to,
developed.
like,
There's obviously things that they didn't want to focus on because they
Still,
had their
I-
next big idea.
I don't think anyone buys other people's games.
Yeah, I don't
they'll
know
buy
if
their
that's ever
IPs to make a new
Or they'll
game
buy
off
the
of that
company
IP.
and like
I don't even
EA,
know what
and
to
then
talk
like
about
buying
this
Epic.
anymore.
Yeah.
and then
Paragon.
I would be surprised if
Goodbye.
Epic gets
Goodbye,
bought
Paragon.
by
Goodbye,
EA
Paragon.
soon.
You
Rip.
could say a little. You could say a little
Like
seance to it or
they
whatever. I don't know.
are,
what it means.
they've even refunded all of the funds.
What's the Paragon theme song? We'll put some piano behind.
Oh my gosh,
Cue Paragon theme song.
I will play that anyways.
But 420 is when we're planning on playing it for our last time. before
Yeah.
it
I'm
goes.
making
Oh yeah,
420.
Yes,
when you guys
When
gonna
did
get
the
all
service
ripped out of
go
your
out?
minds and play some Paragon?
Well, I
this
mean, it
month,
ends on
this month.
426.
What day?
So we're like
And it's like
426.
26.
426. So we're like.
That's
6
the
days
very
before.
last day ever.
And the queue time is gonna be like 30 minutes.
Because they're gonna
Because
have one
they're-
server left.
There's gonna
Yeah,
be no one
exactly.
playing.
Exactly.
So the only way the game would ever
Or everyone.
be picked up again is if they were just allow whatever's left of it as an open
yeah,
source.
open source. Yeah.
And then
They-
somebody that was really passionate about it that would take it over. Maybe they could build a team out of that, right?
They could do that, but
And
They
it would just
were
be, it
talking
would just
about
be
it,
inside
but-
a modding community.
but the thing is-
that's a possibility, I suppose. If somebody
that company,
really likes that much.
that company will not. That company.
I don't see that either.
They were talking about doing it for a while. The
I
developers
don't
were
think
really
so.
trying.
Look what
But
happened.
it's epic.
with
like-
with Fortnite. If you guys don't know, so they
Fortnite.
Fortnite, right? The
Ooh.
Battle Royale came out. I paid for the PvE, the actual game, the game that they said was going to be a thing, right?
Is that still happening?
It was pay to access when it was early access, which
Uh-huh.
I'm fine with early access. Everybody hates it. I get why it's a
I love
thing.
it.
I thought that was
But-
standard
Paragon was
shit.
early
I
access.
was like, that's not
So,
early access. You
I
just
paid.
get
It's
the game.
it's pay to play, and then they said that the PvE was going to be free once it came out, and anybody who paid for it was going to get like reimbursed in game for the amount that they paid in early access.
And did they?
And Battle Royale came out, and they have updated that game like twice since Battle Royale comes out. They don't touch the PvE anymore.
well,
Yeah, I
They
they
just
wouldn't
completely
imagine.
ignore it. They're
It's
just
terrible.
like they're like fuck. Well, actually, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And they're like fuck everybody who paid for the game to begin with. There's this new free mode which is
Well,
replacing
they already
what
have your
we
money,
thought
they don't
would-
care.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a cash grab. They're like, oh sweet, we can sell cosmetics. And
The actual game is
Oh
decent.
my gosh! And the cosmetics, like the skins, are
See, I
characters directly from Paragon. Like, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
Yep.
you guys
Well,
are
then that's the
hurting my
only way.
soul.
Oh my god. You have such a hard on for that game. You're going to have to get over it. It wasn't that popular. I'm sorry.
I think it's.
It's like the
I think it might be because
He's
it's
That's
giving
epic.
them the
funny.
hard truth right now.
That's funny.
I think it's
I'm so
because
sorry
it's
for you.
epic.
I've
We're
never
sorry
seen
for
a
your
game
loss.
die
I'm
like
happy
that.
that they got a good game.
The only time I've seen
You're
it was
happy?
with-
Unhappy that they got a good game.
Oh, you're unhappy?
Because it's like, why should a
He's
shittily motivated
mad at
company?
them.
Keith
I
is
don't- I'm-
very
I'm-
against corruption and greed.
Well,
Like,
very much
very
am.
much so.
Aren't
That's
most-
why I think he needs to play Horizon. Like that's what the story's
What,
all
Horizon
about.
Zero Dawn?
Spoilers.
How dare you son of a bitch?
So,
Just
any other
random,
games?
just random little.
What?
throw
I've been
in
playing
there.
more Breath of the Wild. I don't
It
think we
would
talked about
coincidence.
that.
I was playing it last
Oh
night.
man, I want to play the game so bad.
Dude, I've already bombed through. I could beat the game right
What
now.
did I play?
I'm playing it way too much. There's
started playing-
120
I didn't
shrines.
Do that.
There's
You have a
120
Switch?
shrines. I'm at like 84 already.
How
I've
did
done
you do
all
that?
this. I play that game too much. Once I get into
I
it,
played
did
like
it
2
the
hours
first-
yesterday and got like 3 shrines.
You just. I don't know. It's a lot easier the second time you play it because
It
you
is.
know most of the shrines. Plus, like any ones that you don't, you know how everything works already. But like I've already
I
done all
found-
the main quests except for fighting the last boss. I've got all the shrines I could ever need. I've got as many hearts as I need. I got full stamina. I've got
Seriously.
all the clothes fully upgraded that I need. I'm just like
I have found that game, more than any other Zelda game, is a hunter-gatherer game.
It's so good. I love that, and
I
I've
am
learned
God.
a lot of new
Like-
stuff just messing around in that game. Did you know you can ride wild animals? You could jump on a bear.
Yeah,
and
you
ride
can just
the bear
ride-
around.
I just accidentally did that
Right,
one time.
I did-
I was just like
there's-
pressing A, and I was like, "Whoop!" Apparently, I'm riding a fucking bear now.
That
Let's go.
world is freaking huge.
so good.
Is it?
Holy crap, dude.
It is one of those games I want to
Like
play.
one of the little sections, I swear, is the same size as any of the other Zelda games.
Seriously.
No,
one of the
seriously,
little
the
sections.
starting
Undoubtedly.
section's the same size as like the Link to the Past map.
That's what I'm
People
saying.
are like done comparisons.
I'm like zooming out. I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta find a tower for every one of these.
Yeah.
But once you're at a tower, you can look and see a shit ton of other towers.
That's what I do.
It's
And so I just mark as many as I can.
Shrines,
so that, yeah.
towers,
Right.
everything.
Did you know that you can do the camera mark, right?
Yeah.
But what you can do is camera mark it and then go to the mark on your map and place an actual waypoint.
And then,
Right,
and then
yeah.
put the
and
other.
then you can have as many
Yeah.
waypoints as you want.
Isn't there some crazy shit you can do with the physics and like a certain
Oh yeah,
skill
there's
or
a skill that
something?
lets you freeze time, and then when you like collide with it, hit it with a weapon or
you
like
put
lock
it in
something into it.
stasis, and then you hit it
will-
a bunch of times, and it builds
Yeah,
up
it'll
momentum,
build
and
that
then it releases
momentum.
and go bing.
So
And you can
people-
like get on it, right, and fly? Yeah. Fly on a rock.
There's this other thing that I've learned is
That's
there's like an infinite flying machine that you make, right? There's these rail carts up in the lava place,
Yeah.
and they fit perfectly inside of one another, and you just there's a magnetize skill. Grab the bottom one because you can't magnetize
You can't
something.
grab something that you're on.
Yeah, you can't grab something you're on, but since you're not technically on the bottom one,
Damn.
you're just flying around in a little flying machine.
That is
So
awesome.
go to
So
anywhere
then you
want.
made that on purpose.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
You didn't know
I
that?
want to do that.
Yeah, you'll
I
find
will
it.
do that.
So, do you have to like every time you load the game go back there and pick that up again? Can you just like take it
Basically,
around
yeah.
with you and just
some
kind of
stuff-
park it outside where you start and then go
Some
do your
stuff
thing, come
persists like in the world from saves, but there's a lot of stuff that resets. Like
Mostly on the Blood Moon.
There's-
It mostly resets like.
There's just crazy stuff that goes on in that world. Like, I swear it's one of the like spirit beasts or whatever. This giant long dragon that's flying
no,
around.
there's three dragons
Oh my
and they're
God.
based off of I've watched 100 videos about lore and stuff like that, but they're based off of the old goddesses.
Okay, so those aren't
of
the spirit
Triforce,
beasts that you
right?
have to kill?
So, dude, you can shoot
No,
them
no, no.
with your bow,
Uh-huh.
and then it like knocks a shard off of them, and then
Yeah,
you like
it's based
drop.
on where you hit them.
Yep, and or a horn, and you drop them for like certain quests and shit.
Yeah,
to
and
get
they're like
shrines.
they're
So you
really
can't
expensive
kill them?
material.
Can you kill them?
No, you don't
You
have to kill them. You
save
just
one
So-
of them. Save one of them.
I saw one, the green one, the lightning one.
yeah, Forza.
First time I saw him several times. I was watching him, and the one time I was on a tower and I looked down and he's down there,
You're like, oh,
just
it's
cruising.
all- it's
And so
all
I
on it.
jump and I'm paragliding and I'm directly above him, and then my paragliding falls just as he's driving in the water, and he starts coming up, and I like land on his head. And Link is like sliding down his back, going all the way down his back, just straight down. And I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Yep, you can't touch them.
It was
you
crazy.
landed on a lightning god.
So
like,
here's
Yeah, it
the
was
thing.
wild.
There's like something I learned. So there's a
Thor will teach you not to do so.
Talking about
there's
how
a
awesome
suit of
the game
armor, a
is.
rubber suit of armor you get, and when you upgrade it like twice, each set twice, or each piece twice, you're completely unshockable.
Yeah.
So that lightning dragon, there's
You
a
can
you
ride on
can you can there's a certain place where it's like he spawns directly here every time because he's coming out of his lair basically.
yeah.
So you can put down a campfire under somewhere where it can't get rained on, so it'll stay there permanently, and you keep lighting it, and then you
Like
wait till the next
forever
morning,
and ever?
and he'll spawn, and you jump up in the air and glide up and shoot his horn, and then drop back down and reset at the campfire, and you can farm out his horn,
What
so you
the
can get a shit ton of rupees, because
Oh,
they're like
that's so
150 rupees each.
Damn.
So you just do that for like an
Each
hour.
time you hit a horn, it's 150 rupees.
Yeah,
you get a
sell
shard
it.
of his horn, and then you sell it for 150 rupees.
It like goes pew, and
Yeah,
then like you have to go
non-stop.
find it and shit. It's fucking.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I just learned that your weapons conduct lightning.
Oh, you went to a certain
If you hold no, there wasn't giant mushrooms.
Oh,
I was
just a
just
random
by
lightning
that
storm?
dragon, and there was a storm
Oh,
going
yeah.
on, and if you pull out your weapon and there's a thunderstorm going on, it'll conduct lightning bolts.
It starts
It'll be
sparking.
thunder, yeah,
Do
or
you
lightning
zap
will hit
for
you.
it?
Oh, it
Yeah.
destroys you. It
If-
does like 9 hearts of damage.
If you pull out your weapon, it starts going.
And it gets
it's
faster
about to
and
get
faster.
struck by lightning. So I have a giant boomerang, so I threw it, and I was fighting some enemies, and I went to go pick it
I
up.
was doing that. Yeah.
Can you really?
Yeah.
That's so
Be like
And I-
boomerang, bitch.
Yeah, and I went to pick up my boomerang, No, I didn't realize that. I went to pick up my boomerang and it was going when I found it on the ground. So just as I picked it up, boom! I get blown. I'm like, what the hell? I thought it was just like enchanted now or something because it was
probably died
sparkly.
instantly, huh?
I did. I
Yeah.
only had like 5 hearts.
That
So.
is like such a Zelda thing.
There's a lot of other really
And
cool
then
things with that.
that's after that when I discovered that every time I unsheathed my weapon, it started going.
No, it's on your back too. If you got a metal shield,
Anything.
a metal bow.
I wasn't
even if
having
it
that
sits on your
problem. I
back.
had metal.
You just got really lucky. Yeah.
It tells you like which ones will electrify
Yeah,
stuff
if-
in your inventory.
Yeah, if you look at your inventory, they'll have sparks on it next to it when they're
I keep
when
getting
they're
the lightning
thermal.
rods though, and those things are cool.
Yeah.
I love all of them. They're amazing. The fire rod, the freaking ice rod, they're all amazing.
I haven't got any of those.
Just you
lightning.
just run up and just ice, and then they're just frozen in place.
But what I meant
You're
by
like,
hunter-gatherer is I'm walking up to these fights and looking at these enemies and going, they're not worth fighting. I'm going to save my weapons and go find more loot.
Yep.
Oh wait, so your weapons degrade?
Yeah.
rather than
Even-
go find rather than
All your,
than just run through like the other Zeldas and anything you find you just kill, you
Yep.
slaughter.
Exactly.
I'm looking at these, I'm like, not worth it. Nope, not worth it. I'm just gonna go pick these bananas right here.
Every
I got a shit ton
weapon,
of bananas.
every weapon and shield breaks in that game. Even the Master Sword can break, but
Runs out of energy.
it runs out of energy
Runs out of
because there's a lore reason. It's because it's the broken Master Sword. It's not like the actual one. Like it doesn't actually say it in game, but like based
It's
on like in
degraded
other games, yeah,
heavily.
it's like the degraded Master Sword. Like it's linked
Link
to
has
Link.
used it way too many
Yeah,
times.
it's linked to Link is dying, kinda.
There's lore in
So-
that it's connected to all the other Zelda games.
It is. It's so
Because they show like stories or they talk about like Twilight Princess. They have references to Twilight Princess.
You know what's really weird?
Because
So-
I guess Link just comes back like every 100 years or whatever to do his next
Yeah,
adventure.
Link and
story.
Zelda and Ganon all just are reincarnated every once in a while,
Yeah.
and they do the thing over and over again. But there's an official
Zelda.
timeline for Zelda,
Mhm.
and it goes to Ocarina of Time. In Ocarina of Time, because you can manipulate time, it splits into 3 different timelines.
Or is that like
fucks it
Skyward
up.
Sword, Twilight Princess, and whatever?
it's weird because
else?
it's the way Link looks. Like there's the one where he's always got the green tunic with the yellow band on it. That's all the child one. That's Majora's Mask, stuff like that. Like anyone after that, Link to the Past. Those are all in the child timeline. And then in Ocarina of Time, when he goes to the
Ganon.
future, when he becomes an adult, there's the adult timeline.
Which is what?
Which is Twilight Princess, Skyward
No, Twilight Princess
Sword.
is
Teenager, right?
the
You're saying there's 3 within every 3?
and then
Yeah.
it splits off into a second category off of the adult one where Link just
Which
dies.
is failed hero, which Ganon wins.
And
that's a
that's-
completely different one.
Yeah, and then it starts a completely different like
There's
Link
other
Well,
games and
honestly,
But
100 years before this game, Ganon won anyway.
yeah,
Kicked Link's ass with the robots, and
yeah, that's
Link
why
went into sleep. For
people have dived into like where Breath of the Wild is on the timeline, and the creators have said that they know where it is, but they're not going to say it yet. Like not until like the next game, they're not going to let people know where it is on the timeline. But from what people can tell, it's somewhere. They're thinking it's somewhere in the child timeline because when you get all 100 of or 120 of the shrines, you unlock the original like green cloak with the yellow band. In the only games, like the people have proven that the only games is the child timeline where he has the green cloak with the yellow band. He looks
Which
different in all the rest of them.
It's actually
slightly different.
like the first.
I don't know what you mean by
Yeah,
green
it's
cloak.
The
Yellow
regular
band.
green
The
tunic
green
where he's
tunic?
wearing like the skirt like the tights, right? And he's got the green hat that comes to a point,
Yeah,
and it's got a yellow band on it. There's other ones where he's just got a green cap with no
I
band.
can't. I don't know. I just can't imagine the yellow
See,
band. in
exactly,
that.
and that's in like the older like Legend of Zelda.
Maybe
ones,
because
like
my
1,
favorite
2.
Zelda was Twilight Princess, but and
Yeah,
he was a
and
little more
see,
adult looking.
It's
yeah, Twilight
amazing
Princess is in the adult
because
timeline,
you
I believe.
can like take the amiibos for Link and then tap them, and then you can get those tunics. Like
Yeah.
I have the Twilight Princess amiibo, so I got all the Twilight Princess tunic.
Yeah,
for it. It's awesome.
yeah. There's some sweet clothes in that
But
game.
that
I liked
tunic,
the tone and
the yellow
look of
tunic.
Twilight Princess.
The yellow tunic is the only one that you can actually get legitimately in the game without amiibo.
Yep.
So that's why they're thinking that it's linked up to that one. But
Yeah, because
Even-
amiibos aren't canon.
even in Breath of the
People have
Wild,
said that amiibos aren't canon.
even in Breath of the Wild though, like spoilers. Of course, we've been talking spoilers about this game. like,
It's been out for
consistently.
like 2 years.
But like the Naboris, it talks about Naboru, which is in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Like, they directly reference the sage in Ocarina of Time from the
Honestly,
Gerudo.
I don't think you can really spoil that game.
No,
Yes, you can!
No, I don't think so.
It says Zelda. It always
I
ends
mean,
the
I
same
Zelda
way.
in the first 10 minutes
But-
of the game.
I can tell you that the ending of it was, like, really fulfilling.
Okay, yeah. Aside from the ending, that's obvious.
Do you
but
know the ending?
no,
But,
I
like,
mean that's what I'm saying. The, ending, aside from
You-
the way the game ends.
Link beats Ganon.
You're pretty sure you know the ending. Is
Well,
that
obviously Link beats
basic-
Ganon, but I'm just talking about the details of the
Yeah.
game. Barring the details, I mean, this game is majority pretty much a make your own adventure.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
whatever.
It says, hey, you should definitely take out these 4 objectives before you
don't
fight the
have
last
to.
boss. And that's all it
But-
says. You should definitely do it.
Yeah.
But you don't even have to. You
But,
can go
yeah.
from the start of the game, get the paraglider. That's the only required thing in that game is to get the paraglider and get off the first tutorial.
Yeah, but
area.
I went over because I got the DLC packs. I'm trying to find
I haven't
the
yet.
I
fairy
don't have it,
tunic.
yeah.
I'm trying to find the fairy tunic,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure all the pieces are spread out in the ruins of Hyrule City. So I rolled up in there with like 3 stars, looking for shit, trying to sneak around, and I had a hell of a time with those guardians.
You gotta
man.
learn to find them. For me, the first thing I did in that game with 3
What do you
hearts,
mean learn to fight him? When you're
Shield
that
block.
low, you freaking
you can parry them and it doesn't damage your shield and insta kills them.
Seriously.
Every guardian,
Really?
every guardian
just,
you
you
can
just
parry?
shield block them, just bing, and then
Yeah,
not.
See, I was just blocking my shield and they were just breaking my shit.
Yeah.
But as I was there, with 3 hearts, right from the start of the game, I got a knight shield and a knight sword, so I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
very
nice.
nice?
It was worth the trip, but...
Yeah, for me, literally the first thing I did, get the paraglider, 3 hearts. I'm like still naked. I'm like running around. I jump down there. I just go straight for the castle. I'm like, I know there's good weapons in there. I can fight the guardians because
Yeah.
I know how to parry.
But, so the DLCs that I have, all they do is give you a book with a shit ton of rumors about items in the game.
That's awesome.
And,
that the-
and you have to go find them yourself. I haven't found any.
Is that the Champions Ballad?
It's like all of them or whatever. It
Well, there's
has
the
the
Champions
full
Ballad.
fairy tunic, which I'm assuming is the original Link.
You're gonna be fucking you're gonna laugh your ass off when you figure out what the fairy tunic actually fucking is.
What do you mean? Is it just like you got fairy wings and shit?
I don't know. I
Don't
don't know
tell.
what the fairy tunic
Don't
is. I don't have the DLC.
Don't tell him.
If
I
Don't.
feel like
don't-
you have to come back to us later when you find that.
Okay,
fairy
I'm never gonna
tunic.
find it. It's just it gives you hints.
Look it up.
I don't like looking
You
shit
have-
up. I don't know. That's
Find
just
it.
me.
What do you mean you're
I've
never
never
gonna find
it.
Or-
Just
I
look
don't play the
around.
DLC.
But yeah. Anyway, we can move on from Zelda. Unless anybody else has got something, we're running a lot of time. So what? Go ahead. Jeff.
It was just interesting to me that like the Hylian shield can break
Yep.
in
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild.
The
That
Master
really-
Sword and the Hylian shield
But
is
the
like the
Hylian
silver
shield-
red, like the original shield.
Yeah. Can it completely break?
It can.
Yes.
And just disappear?
Yeah, and you have to go through buying a quest thing after a big long ass quest to be able to get it back.
Yep. Yeah, there's a quest
Yeah,
line, and then you can
I
rebuy
think they got a
the
little
shield after.
silly with the
I was
breaking
like,
of stuff
what
in
the
that
hell?
game.
The
The
Hylian
you should-
shield can
you should-
break? What the?
In my opinion, you should be able to get the Hylian shield from a similar thing as getting the Master Sword. Because if you don't know the Master Sword, you just have to have a certain amount of hearts. And
Okay.
if you have a certain amount of hearts, you can pull it out. And
What happens if
you
break
use it, and it runs
have
out
to
of
get it
energy after a
repaired.
certain amount of time, and then it
Yeah.
takes like 9 minutes or 8 minutes to recharge, and then it comes back and you can use it again.
Yeah, it's cool. And you can shoot
And-
beams with it.
If the
If
Hylian
you're
shield
full
should have
hearts.
been the exact same as that. I feel like it should have been the exact same as that.
I
You
think
recharge
they
it
shouldn't
with
have been
energy.
able to break in the first place. I think they got a little silly with the breaking of weapons and items.
I feel like
they
it was
should have
too
started
weak.
it at like triple or quadruple what it currently is, and then progressed all the way up to not being able to break.
Yeah.
Well,
That
that's
would've
kind of
been a
what they
good
did in
progression.
Skyward Sword, and in
Why
Skyward,
does-
in Skyward Sword, the Hylian shield was the only shield that couldn't break. That's why
Yeah.
I was like, why
I
the
never
fuck
played
can the
that
Hylian
game,
shield
and I'm
break?
kind of glad I didn't now. Last one I played was Twilight Princess.
I played a
Skyward
little
Sword
bit of
was very
Twilight.
unique.
The
to
problem
its
is
own
it
style.
was on the Wii.
Yeah, with the motion
I don't
controls,
wanna play
and
it
you're
on
like,
the Wii.
Did you have to like literally swing your
I already
sword
get- I already
with the
get
Wiimote?
annoyed.
Yeah, Twilight, yeah.
I already
Oh my
get
God.
annoyed at the motion controls on the Switch on this.
I don't.
game.
I just turn them off. I can't.
Can you
I
turn
can't
it off?
stand-
Yeah,
just turn it
absolutely.
off. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm sitting there trying to
Even-
use the stick and I'll like twitch a little bit and it'll like,
woo,
I'm like, what's wrong with you? I was just aiming, man.
Yeah, just go to the third settings. Like,
Yeah.
All right. Enough of this game.
Okay, so another game came out.
Yeah.
I played it a little bit before Steve got it. Steve got it, what, yesterday?
A couple days ago.
What is it?
Wednesday night.
Far Cry 5.
Woo!
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah, boy. That game came out.
Because that game came out, I got Far Cry 4 because it was cheap as fuck. I haven't played it yet, so I'm pretty sure.
I think that game is not the best, but it is definitely worth a playthrough. Far Cry 4.
I want to do it.
But,
What do you got? What's up?
so Far Cry 5.
There's
It looks it looks so good. This game is
I'm sure it looks
so much fun to play in co-op.
with 4K.
Is it?
It's so fun to play co-op because you just jump in someone else's game story campaign.
Dude.
Your character, any loot or anything you get, you keep, and you just play through the story in their
Can you
story.
kill your friend?
You can turn on friendly fire.
We and Brad keep it off because we're assholes and we're always messing with each other.
We have so much fun messing with each other.
Yeah.
I had my wife and my daughter just in tears yesterday, and Steve was in
literally-
tears.
I
We
haven't
were
laughed
in
that
tears.
hard in probably like 15 years. I seriously couldn't breathe or see. I was crying
Oh my
and
God.
I was laughing so hard.
It's because the vehicles. One of us will drive, and the other one's not going to jump in the passenger seat. We jump on top of the vehicle
Yeah.
so that we can just have full reign of turning and shooting.
Yes.
What do you mean,
Because you can
standing
do
on
that.
Yeah, we'll stand on top of the car or whatever.
It's ridiculous.
So-
stable is it?
It's pretty stable. It's pretty good.
You
So you
can-
can
And
just cruise.
the story he's getting to, you'll know how stable it is
So-
because it was a plane.
Okay, so Steve and I, we go through vehicles so quick because we either wreck them instantly or we like jump out and kill some shit or
Yeah.
something like that. So we're on a jet ski. We're trying. I don't know. We're just trying to get to a base. It takes us forever to get somewhere
Because we
because
get so
we just
distracted.
get so distracted. We're jumping on a jet ski and then we're like going. Brrr, oh, sweet! A freaking a biplane or whatever.
Yeah,
the ones that go in the
plane,
wires, the water. So. I'm like, all right, Steve, I'm gonna jump on top of this, and you fly this one. He's like, all right. So he starts to pull away, and I'm like, damn it, you're too far away. I can't get on the plane now because you can't like jump on top of it from the water. So I just get on the dock. So he's trying to creep over there back with the plane, and he got a little too close, and the propeller's hitting the dock, going brrr, the whole time I'm trying to climb on top of the plane. And then finally, I'm like, I got this. I jumped on. And then he's like trying to get away from the dock and still go, brrr, but something got weird because like the nose went down a little bit.
You missed the part.
Okay.
So I start to pull away from the dock. Brad's on top. Our little helper, because you can only have one helper in co-op instead of two. The guy swims up in the water. Literally, the tiniest tap just.
Oh yeah.
His head on one of the pylons
he
of
just
the
goes-
plane and just dies.
He just like,
and just like
lays
floats back and just dies in the most ridiculous
So I had to jump in the
manner.
water and revive him, and then that's when I had trouble getting back on the plane. And then somehow, like, the nose of the plane got in the water a little bit. So Steve's trying to go, and it just won't go anymore. But it's just very slowly creeping along. And he's like dead silent because he is laughing his ass off.
This is Brad's perspective.
Okay,
I'll tell you
he's
mine
like dead
afterwards.
silent because he's laughing his ass off. And we're looking, and my wife's going, is it sinking? And I'm looking down, and the props are like getting lower in the water. I'm like, Steve, it's sinking. And he's just nothing. And all of a sudden, I hear, I can't breathe. He's just dying laughing. And it's just like going lower and lower, and we're going slower and slower. Just finally, and it's coming up to the wings. I'm like, Steve, it's sinking. It's sinking. I'm like, I'm going to get out and try to push it. And I get down in the water, and by the time I get off the plane and into the water, look, it's almost at the bottom of the freaking river. And I'm like, Steve, pull up! Pull up! And then finally he gets out, and the current like takes the plane and just like pulls it out of the water onto the shore. And then I'm like over there, I'm like, I'm gonna get in it. I get in it, and I'm like, or no, I run over there and I'm trying to get in, and I'm like, it won't let me in, and just poof, it disappears. The plane. I'm like, what the? There's weird things in that game like that.
Let me tell you my perspective. So I had to go back to the dock to pick up Brad. So I get to the dock, the propellers freak out, and the plane, like the front of it, dips under the dock. And I immediately sink, like to the lowest point you can. I don't know why you saw me above the water, Brad. The whole
I was
time,
on the plane.
the whole time I was at the bottom of the river. And I was like, hey, it's still moving and I'm not drowning. So I'm just like, I was going around like a submarine. Brad jumps on the top, and I just lose it immediately. I couldn't handle it because he's like, "You're sinking, you're sinking." I'm like, I'm driving on the bottom of the river. I've been sunk for 5 minutes.
That's so weird because I was on top of the plane. I was on top of the plane, above the water, and I was just fine. I wasn't drowning. I was just standing on the plane, going for the ride. So you were on the bottom, which is weird because when I jumped off the plane and looked in the water, you were at the very bottom.
Well, yeah, no, because I was on the bottom the whole time, and I was like, I thought it was still going, and I realized it's just the river. The river's just pushing the dead submarine plane along. I had no control over it.
Yeah, the current takes you. It's hard to swim across the river.
I'm just dying. I'm just like, I've lost it because I'm just like, I'm a submarine. Just
oh, but there's
like,
so good moments in that game. They got rid of like, you know, the big old towers that you climb up to reveal the map. You kind of reveal maps by talking to people and hearing like rumors and stuff about things that you need to take out. So you'll go like get a
so it's more like Skyrim film.
That's how you find where the encampments are, the outposts that you have to take over. In the game. There's not really like so many collectibles and stuff like that. But
really
awesome helicopters, guns.
The planes, like and all the aerial vehicles look super cool.
The planes are a little too easy to fly.
The helicopters are the easiest to fly. What are you talking about? You hit one button to fly the helicopter.
Helicopters in general are easy to fly.
It's
in most games.
I mean, compared to like the realistic, somewhat realistic flying in like Battlefield, compared to that game, you literally have to hit A and one stick. Like you can fly a helicopter with one hand in this game. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's fun. There's some fun moments. Like we're getting ready to stop playing, and Steve's like, alright, I'll go do something, and then we took out this loot truck, and Steven opened the ramp, so it just like came out, and then he was like standing far away, I'm like, I'm gonna grab this truck, you stand on the ramp, and so he's running towards me, and I'm like, I'm just gonna back up and push him into the truck on the ramp, and so I back up, and I don't know what happened with Steve, but he's like, I am in the back of the truck, but I've gone through the boxes. He's trapped in the boxes in the back of the truck.
You open this truck, and there's like space for just one box of loot, and
it's
that's
just like
the whole
one
truck.
weapon.
And then there's like boxes, and it's like just
it's a barrier.
There.
Yeah,
it's a barrier. But for some reason, when he's backing up, I just walked perfectly, and it just forced me through these boxes, so I was inside the boxes. So okay, and I just crouched down, and I'm like, "Take me away!"
Yeah, so I'm like, you can't get out. Can you get in the passenger seat from there? He's like, no. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try something. So I'm driving, and I'm like, off the berm, flip it upside down, and he popped out the bottom.
The game's really glitchy, but
there's a lot of weird little things,
even more
quirks about the game. Yeah, if you're playing co-op, yes.
Oh my god!
But the story is a trip. That dude is creepy as hell. It's like it's just this cult. Skyrim, what, Keith?
All I can think of is Skyrim, fucking giant smacks.
You're talking the giants.
Yeah, stuff like that.
That was a glitch that the developers came across, and they just left it in there because it was fun.
Yeah,
it's too fun.
Sometimes glitches in those games can be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Well, we had weird like launching glitches like that. Like we were flying in a plane, and like I hit like the ground and like flipped over, and the next thing I knew, I was like a mile in the air. I was just flying perfectly fine.
Are you talking about when we were taking off in that town and I was standing on top?
No. There was when we were doing like that weird race thing. Remember the first time where like you flipped up and then I flipped upside down too, but just
we collided with each other. We were racing in planes and we just crashed into each other.
Yeah, there was another time.
But there was this time I was standing on top of a plane and Steve was taking off through this trailer park and he didn't pull up in time and he hit like the entrance post signs. And instead of crashing, he hit it and just rocketed straight up in the plane. And I was standing on top, so I fell off, and here's Steve going into space.
I had no idea, because in first person, you're forced in first person in vehicles. Yeah. You can't look at third person. So I'm just like flying. I just see the sky. I thought we were dead on the ground. Little did I know I was going straight up.
Flying up, like, dude. But it's so fun. One of us will fly a helicopter, and you just take the grappling hook, and you hook onto the bottom of the helicopter. And so one's flying around, and the other one's swinging through the air.
With the
you can shoot a Uzi.
While you're that'd be sick.
Yeah, but I'm like flying around. I'm like, all right, where are we going? I stop for a second to see where we're going, and hear Steve in front of my windshield. Whee!
or you don't go high enough up, and you're like, all right, let's go, and this the person at the bottom immediately smacks a tree and falls off.
So the
like,
pirate
come
can
back to
swing
me.
him? Is it
Yeah,
that
you
you
can
just
swing
swing him
him.
how you want to?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
so
it's
cool.
so good. Like I took Brad up, he was on the grapple under the helicopter, and we went to this outpost, and Brad's like, I'm a wing glide in, he drops off when we're above, and he wing glides in, and he's like,
perfect, land on the roof.
I'm just like, just crush a guy with a helicopter and hop out with a machine gun.
Yeah, I'm like, we're going super stealthy. I wing glide in, and I'm like scoping out people or whatever, and I hear behind me. I'm like, Steve, you're not being stealthy. He's like, I just killed the dude.
So good, dude. So much
Chopping him up with the helicopter blades on the roof.
I have seriously not laughed that hard and had that much fun.
Oh my god. Yeah, my wife too. She was in tears, just peeing her pants and shit.
So is this game only co-op when like 2 different consoles, or can you play like a?
2 different consoles.
Yeah, it's not split screen, unfortunately.
They're not a lot of split screens anymore.
Yeah,
Nah.
but it's so
I mean, it makes
so
sense though,
good.
right?
But it
Good.
hurts my soul.
As far as like Far Cry games are concerned, I never really liked the gunplay, but this gunplay feels really good. I love the bow in this.
There's a slingshot in this one.
You can shoot arrows with a
You can
slingshot.
shoot arrows out of the
Bro, it's
slingshot.
ridiculous. He's running around and running around. He looks like a nerd, like a little kid. He's got like this bright green like hoodie.
That
and
was
these
the
cargo
DLC.
shorts.
DLC.
And it's like nothing
suit.
fits right. And he's like a redneck running around with a slingshot with an arrow in it. He's like, yeah. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you get like a dog, a bear, and a cougar.
I know
Sounds
about
like
the bear.
a lot of fucking drugs.
The bear is
That's
awesome.
exactly what it is. That's the whole
Bear is a
freaking part
bear
of the
named
game.
Cheeseburgers, and they got diabetes.
Yeah, cheeseburger is the bear. Bear cheeseburger. We need to go. We need to get some. Other,
cheeseburger.
you need to get some other than Boomer. You need to get like the bear.
I do
or
have.
the
I have
cougar.
the cougar.
Oh, you need to use
I just
that.
roll a boomer. Boomer loots for you. I don't have to loot all the corpses.
You need the bear though.
Well, he actually. I don't know if it's a bug or not, but he loots, and then you can loot that same body again.
Oh, it's probably a bug.
Yeah.
Sick.
Sick. Double loots.
Now they're gonna know about
But
it.
yeah, it's so fun.
No, we're not big
Some
enough
good
yet.
times.
So I know about it yet.
So many we go.
Yeah,
with
from
so
what I
many
can tell,
stories.
it's pretty long game
Yeah.
too, because I've been playing for a while and I'm almost done with one of the lieutenants. So one of the 3 lieutenants and then the big boss man. So it's gonna be pretty fun.
Yeah, but like every time Brad's like AFK or something, I just start hunting. I've got my bow. I just like start throwing bait, hunting bears, stuff like that, getting monies.
That works.
Yeah, if you run over animals, the skin and the meat you get is roadkill, and it's not worth nearly as much. I was like, let's just go hunt.
I thought
moose in
that
a
was
truck.
cool too. Yeah, I kind of like
It
that.
just
About, I
doesn't
like
work.
the hunting in that game. You have to
It's
kind of go out there and
good.
put a little bit of work into what you're finding.
Yeah.
Shit
little
doesn't
bit.
die good enough until
Or-
I get the 50.
I'm struggling.
Yeah, stuff is way too strong. Like you get a freaking
I got the
a honey badger
M60
or whatever,
now.
and you hit them with
The
like
machine
5
gun.
arrows in the face, and they still maul you.
What I like to do is try
honey
to
badger.
go stealth
badger
as
don't do
possible,
shit.
and I guess it's mostly for like the outpost and stuff like that. But and try to get like as many collaterals as you can. That's really hard, but you can do it because there's not a lot of games you can collateral.
Two for ones, yeah.
Yeah, and you
I
can
did
do-
that right from the beginning.
You
of the
can do
game.
multiple too if you. If
I
you're
just
gonna-
love the bow, man. The freaking compound bow with like the red
Like
dot
the
sight.
bow. I don't know. I think
Oh
I like
my
the slingshot
God,
with the
so
arrows
good.
better.
I want to get the recurve bow,
Is it faster?
but you got to get like level 5 and all
It
of
just
So how do you play? Do you guys play just loud as fuck? Just drop it on your
No,
we
did stealth.
did some stealthy.
Do you stealth?
There was one time we tried to do a melee only stealth, but I don't have any stealth
Oh, that's
perks
so
yet,
fun.
so I fucked it up right at the end.
Yeah,
and then I
see,
went and
we-
jumped on a
one-
machine
one
gun.
guy
Brad's
left.
still stealthing, and I'm just like,
Fuck yeah! I got
this.
this.
I have found that maybe it's just me not hitting the buttons right, but like the chain kills and stuff like that, I'm having a little more trouble with.
It's a skill for chain kills.
Yeah,
You
I
the
have
skill
all
for
those
that.
skills though for the sneaks.
It's just not working or something.
Yeah, it's weird. You don't actually like level up in that game anymore. For all the perks, you just complete challenges.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Nice. You can find perk magazines.
Yeah, you can find perk
throughout the world,
magazines
too.
and the
Give you
treasure
perks.
chests and stuff. So
Nice.
It's awesome.
Yeah, there's fishing.
The fishing is like a fishing game within its own.
Oh,
Like, you actually have to properly
I've
fish
seen
and stuff.
that.
and
like
you
that.
sell the fish and stuff.
That's pretty cool. I know a few things about the game. That enough that I want it, and they know that I want it.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, and I know.
I'm a
about
little
the-
disappointed that there
The
isn't
hold
so
is
many
crazy.
collectibles. I used to
What?
like
I hate
collecting the
collectibles,
posters
dude.
and stuff like
I'm
that.
glad with the amount they have.
My wife and I
because
used to do that.
Also, the collectibles all have to do with like quests and stuff.
Yeah, they're all like magazines to unveil things on the map. That's all the collectibles and stuff.
No, there's actual like collectibles that you can do like quests, like specific quests.
what?
I don't know. I saw a video last night.
There's probably a bunch of hidden stuff that you don't know about yet.
YouTubes.
It's pretty great. You can find like just random like prepper stashes, like underground bunkers and stuff, and there's good loot in there.
Pepper stash.
Just break in there and steal all somebody's shit.
Sounds cool. Pepper stash.
Prepper.
Pepper stash.
That's
Prepper
all I got on that.
Oh. Pepper stash.
I think
good.
some people
Yeah.
should
Where
get
are
back
we?
to us on playing some Cards Against Humanity for one of our episodes.
You want to
Cards
check
Against
Cards
Humanity.
It's right there. Oh, you know what could be fun? We'll just pull one.
Pull one card out.
We'll
One
pull,
black card
we'll
and
pull
one
one
white card.
run and see how ridiculous
All
we
right.
can get.
Oh, yeah.
Pull a card out for cards.
Let's try.
And
What
if
we
it's
do
good,
like one
let's try
normal
for
round,
those-
like everybody does one normal.
I don't know how this works, but
You don't know how
Cards
cards
Against
works?
Oh.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm gonna
so for Cards Against Humanity, there's
we're doing one run. Everybody's gonna get 5 cards, and then I'm gonna pull the black card.
Yeah.
and then we all just throw in a card that fits perfectly.
So yeah,
in
he'll
the
read the black
blank.
card and be like, "What keeps me up at night?" And then you'll be like,
balls.
"Giant black dildos" or something like that.
I think
Giant
Cards
black
Against Humanity
dildos.
is pretty cool. I'm gonna try.
If we get that,
That'll be the
combo,
black
then
card.
it's-
Are you
Just pull
sure
it out
about this?
random.
Wait, do we know what it is yet? Do you
No.
do you even know what it is?
Are you gonna
No.
be the cards are?
These aren't mine.
Okay.
No, somebody else should be because I get kind of.
I feel like
I'll be the cards are.
or Kyle.
What?
No, I'll be the cards. The cards are is the person who has the black card. They vote who got the best. Here,
Alright,
give me the
let-
black card.
You want to do it? Is that your
Yeah,
thing?
at the
I'll do
same
it.
time, we could all just vote on who got the best.
No. Well, hold
That's
on.
no fun. All right, now everybody grab a pack of cards, stack of cards.
Plain.
Is it a double? No, it's not a double. Did you get one for me, Keith? You realize
It's
what the
fine.
cards are, and we're only doing one round.
Well, Cards Art plays in
Perfect.
Cards Against Humanity. It's something else that does. Or no,
The cards are does not put down his own cards.
These are fucked up.
That's
It's
what's awesome
literally
about
Cards
this game.
Against
All right.
Humanity.
I guess that depends on the context.
So the black card. Listen, Gary, I like you, but if you want that corner office, you're gonna have to show me blank.
Oh yes.
Yeah, this.
I think you're playing me. You're trying to make me laugh.
Wait, did you get cards?
No,
No.
I'm the cards are, and we're only doing one round. So
All right, read it one more time.
Wait, why wouldn't you get?
listen,
it?
Gary,
Why
I
wouldn't-
like you, but if you want that corner office, you're gonna have to show me blank.
Is that how this game works?
Yes, that's
Real?
how this game works.
Yeah,
So
and then
what do
the
we do?
Pass around.
So it's
to-
all it's all
so
about making you laugh.
I'm gonna close
The
my eyes,
cards
and
are,
y'all put
yes.
it in a pile.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
That makes
Now
it a
I can
little
just shuffle. It's
personal.
only one card.
It does.
Yeah, everybody put
It's
your cards
crazy.
down
Okay.
with the ones that you want to play, not face up. Yeah, like that.
Oh,
Everybody give me
and-
your cards, and I'm gonna
So
shuffle
it's
them.
anonymous who.
Yeah, and then I'll pick
And
the
then
card I
he'll
think
pick
is
the best
funniest, just so
What
you
about-
can't play
you
favorites.
need- you need to give Kyle one. Or Kyle needs to give you one.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
I
we could probably play a few of these.
got a little
'cause,
bit
like,
of my way
it's
out
probably
of
gonna be
this.
ending between-
Alrighty then. The cards are
What
has
do we-
his
yeah, we
cards.
Like 3 maybe.
Oh, then I do need white cards. Where's my pile?
Ha!
Alright. Do
All
it.
right, it's under it.
Listen, Gary, I like you, but if you want that corner office, you're gonna have to show me Morgan Freeman's voice.
What?
You're gonna have to show me the secret formula for ultimate female satisfaction. You're gonna have to show me a horse with no legs.
Oh my god.
And you're gonna have to show me inserting a mason jar into my anus.
No.
I'm gonna go with the horse with no legs.
Right.
So then Kyle gets the black card, and then we play like first person to get 5 black cards kind of thing.
was so
Okay,
much
so
better.
are we-
Go ahead. Let's do
So we are playing like,
Give
a whole
me
round.
some cards.
Yeah.
Give me a
So
bunch
then
of white
we
cards.
need like 10 cards.
No.
I want my
Keep your
cards. I
cards.
love
Keep your
my
cards.
Wait, oh,
Your
you-
card. Yeah, and you just get one more. Kyle, you grab the throwaway cards.
I need some.
top
Okay,
card.
These
Yeah.
are throwaways. Oh my bad.
Oh wait, who is that again? That belongs to somebody, right?
Nope. Those
That
are all
belongs to him.
throwaways. Those are all
Cards
throwaways.
right there. Okay,
All right.
you guys ready? In LA County Jail, word is you can trade 200 cigarettes for blank.
Oh, got it.
There you go, John. That's some fucked up shit, man.
That's what this game is great. He's got the
You
whole
got a
thing.
good one?
Baby.
In LA County Jail, word is you can trade 200 cigarettes for a buttload of candy.
Oh, dude. Oh my god, that's spot on.
Yeah.
I'm worried because this game gets dirty.
That is
So is that
pretty
literally a
much
buttload of candy?
No, a buttload. Didn't it say a
You can
buttload?
trade 200
Yeah.
cigarettes for.
In LA County, you can trade 200 cigarettes for a sickly child king,
You trade 200 cigarettes for.
making the penises kiss. I suppose.
Yep. That Abdul
In
is
LA
accurate.
County Jail, word is you could trade 200 cigarettes for figuring out how to have sex with a dolphin.
Oh my god. What?
What?
I don't feel like you can do that.
I feel like the penises kiss.
Winner, winner,
Black
chicken
card.
dinner.
Oh boy.
So I thought we were going
Those cards?
clockwise. What happened?
No, you just get the black card. That's
your
your point.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
you
yeah.
keep the black card, you win. All right, so
Shit,
everybody gets
man.
one more card, and then Kyle is the card czar.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so what do I do with my
Are
cards?
those shuffled in there?
Do I
or
just
are
let
they-
them hang
Yeah.
out here until
So they are shuffled, so it's going to be random. You're not going to pull out of like specific expansions,
you're
right? Because if you start
No.
pulling out of the
No,
box
this isn't.
box,
It's not work like
then
that.
we're going to be screwed. Because there's an expansion.
doesn't-
that
he's
every
not
card
that
is just
anal about
boxes.
this. He's not
a
an-
man-shaped box.
He's anal about how the cards are treated, not about.
Where they are in the
Thank
box.
you.
Yeah.
so I just keep them here,
Yeah.
right? But so you
Right.
always keep 5 cards, or do you always get new cards every round?
You
So
get
I mean, I'm
a,
gonna get
you
6.
get your fifth.
All right,
You get your fifth
Kyle,
card again.
You are
after
now
you
the
get
card czar.
So Keith hand me your
That
Means you don't get to vote. Is that
Means
what it
that,
is?
Yeah,
means
he's
I
the
also
one who
shouldn't
votes.
have
Or
got
he
this
does,
card.
or he doesn't get
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
MTV's new reality show features 8 washed-up celebrities living with blank.
Oh, that's so perfect. But it's way too perfect.
That answer might be a little bit racy for this.
Might be a little bit racy for this.
No, that answer.
Oh, dude. Okay.
Everyone turned in?
It's okay.
Mine's way too
Just
perfect.
remember, it's in humor, and not a big deal.
Cards Against Humanity.
Not a big deal at all. Okay. MTV's new reality TV show features 8 washed-up celebrities living with a lifetime of sadness. Oh wow, that was harsh. They are living with Nazis. Jesus. The 8 gay warlocks who dictate the rules of fashion.
Okay.
It's 8 and 8.
And finally, celebrities living with flightless birds. What the shit? I feel like that one's Brad's.
The flight was good, yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, dude.
Maybe.
8
Maybe
gay
they have to pair
warlocks
off
who
with the 8 gay
dictate the rules
warlocks.
of fashion.
Is that the one
Yeah.
that wins?
Yeah.
Dude, totally.
Yes.
And it goes straight to the top, to be perfectly honest.
Yes. That was too perfect.
That's
You're the card czar.
You said 8. I
All
was
right.
happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you
Boys
ready
and
for
girls.
this?
Yes.
Next week on the Discovery Channel, one man must survive in the depths of the Amazon with only blank and his wits.
With only blank in his wits? What?
Yes, sir.
Blank in his wits, okay.
Yeah.
That is
I'll
it.
blank in your wits.
Let me say it one more again. Yeah.
Oh my
Next week
gosh.
on the Discovery
Oh
Channel,
my
one
God.
man
I
must
need to
survive
find
in the
double
depths
right
of the Amazon
You got some
with
good
only
pairing ones?
and his
I had a
wits.
triple pairing when I was playing with Matt.
Is this another card for us?
Yeah.
Man,
I think so.
I'll
I
wear
gave
my
him a
choices
card.
for this one.
Is Kyle? Is this it?
That's
How
my
many
new
cards
one
do you
that
have?
he already gave
Okay,
me.
where's Keith?
This is
then?
my card. This is my card.
I'm missing.
Right.
Okay,
Did you
there
play?
you
Yeah, I
Get
played
your
mine.
card.
go. Okay, there we
Yeah,
go.
this is the new one.
How many you got? You got
We have 4 now.
That would have been kind of funny.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
you shuffled?
Shuffleupagus.
Oh boy.
Next week on the Discovery Channel, one man must survive in the depths of the Amazon with only edible underpants and his wits.
Edible underpants.
Don't have to worry about
Next week on the Discovery Channel, one man must survive in the depths of the Amazon with only peeing a little bit and his wits.
All right.
He's only allowed to pee a little bit.
Oh my god.
Oh, this must be the winner.
Next week on the Discovery Channel, one man must survive in the depths of the Amazon with only however much weed $20 can buy and his wits. Oh my god. Next week on the Discovery Channel, one man must survive in the depths of the Amazon with only Arnold Schwarzenegger and his wits.
Oh my god.
So,
Only?
however much weed $20 will buy wins that then.
Alright, Keith.
All right.
One round.
I
Last
think,
one.
I think
Last
we
one.
need to get a double.
Last run.
Can we do a double?
What ended my last relationship? Oh God.
Blank.
Oh my god!
Is that the black card for real?
Ooh, no. Oh, alright, sorry. Brad, you're gonna have to cut this round. If any of this is even gonna be in there.
I want to throw like all of them.
Yeah, they're all great.
Oh no.
Where's the pile of cards at?
Hold on, I'm taking that one back. That one is so much better.
Next time there's no take backs.
One more time. Where is it? Let me see it one more again. Wait, what? No, not that one.
Or
The pile?
Is that it? What ended? Okay. We got them all?
God,
I feel really bad.
what ended my last relationship? Holding down a child and farting all over. That's just funny. That would funny.
That would work.
And farting all over what? Him?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Alright.
I was picking on your big brother.
What ended my last relationship? Go ahead, Keith.
This year's mass shooting.
Oh.
What'd you do? Commit suicide
That's
afterwards?
dark. No, man. She was probably.
Yeah, she probably died.
That's
as
the
a
first thing I
victim.
thought
That is
of. That's
hard.
dark.
That's pretty dark.
That card should be removed.
But at least that's not personally against me.
I told you I feel
What
bad
ended
about
my
that.
last relationship?
Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I can see that.
That
being a
is
relationship
also
in-
like an Obamacare depressing situation.
Just so you know, the other one I was going to do was the Boy Scouts of America.
I would have picked that
and multiple stab wounds. What did the shooting not get her, but the multiple stab wounds did?
The best ones are always the darkest ones.
Or this one,
No.
ripping into a man's chest and pulling out his still beating heart. That ended my last
No.
relationship.
Shit.
No.
Mine were all fantastic. I had a hard time choosing.
Hold
'cause
on, now.
it's like,
Hold on.
wait, yeah.
See, holding down the child and farting all over.
That's pretty
That's the
good.
best.
Yeah. Okay.
Sweet. I think we all got a black card on this.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Like, I think
Yeah.
each one of us
Hell
got a
yeah.
black
All
card.
right, we need a tiebreaker then. Tiebreaker.
Double. We
Alright.
need a double
So
round right
I'll
now,
take
I'm telling
I'll
you.
take not being able to win.
Okay, all new cards. All new cards.
All new
Nah,
cards.
I have massive
No, all new
cards.
cards.
All new cards, Joshua.
Oh, it is a double.
Hand them over.
I
It is a
have
double?
2 of them that include Asians, and then I got the Jews, and then I got Gandhi.
Steve, you got to vote on this one too, and then we'll all vote.
It's a double. Wait. Oh, so we'll just vote and
Yeah.
who's is funniest.
Like
Okay. I'll read it
Asians
out.
that aren't good at math ended Keith's last relationship.
All right. All new for
Oh
everybody.
God. Joshua.
Kyle's reaction to the Boy Scouts. Oh, it's like his mind got progressively worse and worse.
It's just
with the possibilities of that one.
The best possible answers to that one are all terrible. And that's what's so funny about it. It was getting worse, right?
I
It
don't
started
think-
with one really bad one, and went into another really
What? God damn it.
and then it ended with the fucking really bad one.
This is kind of a tough one though. This
What
double.
is it?
It says, in M. Night Shyamalan's new movie, Bruce Willis discovered that blank has really been blank all along.
Okay, house rule about that I always go by for the pick twos. Because
What? Let's
it
just
makes
do a
me-
regular one.
Yeah, let's just do a regular amount too. Give me another black.
We're doing all new cards,
What?
just a regular
What are
one.
you talking about?
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that black card.
I need.
As the cards are.
Okay, never mind. I got them all.
Even though I'm not actually the cards are, I'm just reading it.
Okay, whatever
And
you
your
say.
cards
Cards.
Well, I'm not the one voting. I'm also gonna put in.
You're also
Card,
got a
yeah.
card. I get you. Because, yeah, I mean, I
Give me
guess
a black-
we're all tied right now.
Oh, it's gonna be a tough one this
I mean,
round.
I think it's fine to end on a tie, right? That's fine. Wait.
Oh no! I wish I had
Wait,
my
no,
card
it's,
back.
it's not a tie, is it?
Go shooting.
Did you win?
Yes, it's
It is
completely
a tie. We all have.
Why do I have 2 cards?
Because one's the M. Night Shyamalan one that I just set down, isn't it?
All right.
During, I'm voting on this one too, right?
Yeah.
During high school, I never really fit in until I found Blank Club or the Blank Club.
Oh my god.
That was a tough one.
Oh, dude, what the shit? Oh my goodness.
All right.
Okay, I
Here's
hate
mine,
these white
ladies and
cards.
gentlemen.
This could get really darker.
I hate these
not
white
quick.
cards, and there is such thing as a mulligan for this. I will take down
There's
divorce.
such thing as a mulligan?
Those scorecards were horrible. I mean, like
There
they're
is a
too
house
nice.
rule to
Keith's
allow you to
cheating.
mulligan.
Yeah, house rule,
No.
made up rule.
Yeah,
There's a house rule in the
but-
rules that allows you to mulligan, but we can make
It's the rules, you're saying?
It's like a would you
Whatever.
rather.
All right, we got
Whatever.
two.
I
We
only
got
pulled
two
4
cards on
cards.
deck, guys. We need 3 more.
Whatever.
All right, and we'll shuffle it, and then we'll each pull one out.
Well, that's the best one I have.
But what if we just pull
That
our
one
own?
sucked.
Well, that's fine then.
I can just read them all.
Yeah.
During high school,
I don't
I
even
never
know
really
what
fit
that is.
in
I knew.
until I found
Dem Titties Club.
Dem Titties Club.
I
And
never really fit
during
in.
high school, I never really fit in until I found.
Getting so angry that you pop a boner club.
What?
During high school, I never really fit in until I found.
Going around punching people club.
Fight Club?
During high school, I never really fit in until I found.
Rabies club.
During high school, I never really fit in until I found.
Another shot of morphine club.
Holy crap!
Oh man.
Let's all sucked ass. Let's end this game.
Who's choosing that one?
I vote for morphine.
I vote for bullshit.
What?
Bullshit
Ever.
club.
It's over.
I vote for
Wah,
morphine.
wah.
Yeah, this is over.
All right.
So when we were talking about the Breath of the Wild information earlier, a lot with the yellow headband and stuff, a lot of that information that we obtained was from Game Theory. It's a big channel just based around diving into a lot of like stupid science in video games and like proving how realistic it really is. Like,
Oh, really? I've never heard of that.
when oh my gosh,
You guys have never heard
they
of Game
have
Theory.
so much to the point where like apparently there's a character on Mortal Kombat that like screams and then it goes into the details of like how sound can literally pop your fucking head and shit. They go into the most ridiculous things into talking about how much of a psychopath Mario is.
Yeah,
And
there's a,
You're like, actually,
That's
what you're not
crazy.
seeing is how fucking ridiculous this man is.
yeah.
it's amazing. And
So probably Twitter Game Theory at Game Theory.
yeah, that game
Something like that.
Maybe.
Nice.
YouTube at Game Theory.
So that's your recommended channel for this week, Josh?
At
Yeah,
Game
I
Theory?
watch Game Theory all the time. I have it on notification on my phone. Like every single time they get a video, I
What
watch
else do
it.
they play?
Game Theory?
Yeah, everything. Like
They
everything?
go into a lot of just.
Theory.
Wait, so is it like a little network, multiple people kind
No,
of?
It is multiple people. Yes.
Oh, it is Matt. Yeah,
There's
it is
like
now. It
there's
used to
like
be
the
just
guy
called
from
Matt
Goomba
Pat.
comes in there,
Yeah.
and then there's like another guy that talks about like
Titties.
Smash and shit.
Titties.
Smash
Oh, wait,
and
that's
titties.
Kyle's
Smash
line.
and titties. Smash, smash,
That's
and
Kyle's
titties.
line.
What are the 5
All
fingers?
right.
Say to the face. What?
Thank you for listening. That's what the 5 fingers say to the face. This is your first episode. Our podcast is available on Google Play, iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and the YouTubes.
Of course.
And please rate and share our
So,
podcast with
Scrizzle.
all your friends. Get this podcast out there. We talked a whole shit ton about video games this
It was great.
this episode, but it was good. We had a lot of
We
video
talked
games
about a
to
lot
talk
of
about.
stuff.
We talked about a lot of stuff. Yeah.
We do things.
Talk about kind
Snowboarding and
Snowboarding and video games. You know what's cool video game? Fucking Shaun White's snowboarding games, dude. Woo!
Hell yeah!
And SSX
I
back
wanna
in the
play-
day.
I wanna play
Oh
Steep.
my
Woo!
gosh, dude! My best friend.
SSX was
loves
so
that.
cool, man.
He could beat you at that game.
And what's that
Yeah.
newest one that we played the beta of?
Steep.
Steep. That one's actually really cool.
I've been wanting to
probably
get
check
down on
that.
that.
Get into that. Yeah,
Looks
that would
pretty
be
fun
pretty
because
cool.
you can wingsuit, you can ski,
Yeah.
you can go GoPro, you looking at first
Do
person
everything
ski.
that you want to
What's,
do.
what's
Steep.
the lesson?
The lesson for today is go deep.
Who's got
No.
dad joke? Are you
Oh,
on
I
a
got
dad
one right
joke?
now.
Yeah,
I seen him on his phone.
fucking
I was like,
Steve's
"Eh."
Oh snap!
Oh.
Any life lessons? Don't let Barack Obama end your relationship.
But how is that going? What? Holy
Watch the new
Alright.
series on Discovery Channel
So I don't
where
have a
all you
dad
have
joke, but I
is
got a pretty
$20
good
worth of
joke.
weed and your
And
wits.
edible underwear.
Yeah.
I don't got a dad joke, but I got a pretty good joke. It's kind of long. Is that fine?
Is this the
Yeah,
one?
well,
Well,
Wait,
always
wait,
you ask that
wait,
because
wait.
it's pretty long. Is that
Do it,
fine?
do
No,
it.
it's not fine.
Yeah, quit saying
Every
fucking
time.
jokes.
A monkey is sitting in a tree smoking a joint when a lizard walks past. The
And
lizard looks up and says, "Hey, what are you doing?"
And
the
then-
monkey says, "Smoking a joint. Come on up and join me."
And then?
So the lizard climbs up and sits next to the
Okay.
monkey, and they have another joint. After a while, the lizard said his mouth is dry, and then he's going to drink from the river. At the riverbank, the lizard is so stoned he leans too far over and falls in. A crocodile sees this and swims over to the stone lizard and helps him back to the side. He then asks the lizard, "What's the matter with you? How'd you fall in?" The lizard explains to the crocodile that he was sitting in the tree smoking a joint with a monkey and his mouth got dry, and then when he came to the river he was so wasted that he fell in. The inquisitive crocodile says he has to check out this monkey. So he walks into the jungle and finds the tree where the monkey is sitting, finishing his joint. He looks up and says, "Hey monkey!" The monkey looks down at the crocodile and says, "Fuck, dude, how much water did you drink?"
Because it's a freaking giant lizard crocodile.
Oh my god.
Oh man.